Mitch Kieran here in Milford this evening. It's time for some high school basketball on Y100. Tonight, the Arnold's Park Wildcats will be taking on the West Lyon Wildcats. The Arnold's Park Wildcats, formerly known as the Okoboji Pioneers. The throwback night tonight, Mitch, and a good sponsor and everything. Got them all new jerseys, throwing them back to the old Arnold's Park days.
Yeah, this is what's going to be is hoping to be a pretty cool annual throwback game, and of course tonight it's made possible by Kurt Karstens and the great team at Karstens Financial Group in Arnold's Park. So tonight we're going to be honoring the past high schools, graduates and players of the basketball teams for the Arnold's Park Wildcats. And but don't get it too twisted. This is still the Okoboji Pioneers that we know, still a Siouxland Conference game, but pretty fun way to end the week of basketball here. And
if you're watching online at ExploreOkoboji.com through the Y100 channel there, streaming area, I should say, don't get confused with the AP compared to the Big O. It's still Okoboji, but affectionately known tonight as Arnold's Park.
Well, either way, it's going to be a good game as the Wildcats of Arnold's Park take on the Wildcats of West Lyon. As we're going to see, this is going to be a couple of very competitive games. We know the Wildcats girls teams, a couple of players already committed to go on and play college basketball. And for the boys game, we know they got great size and physicality. So it's going to be very exciting to see just how these games will go down tonight.
The Okoboji girls JV squad lost, the boys won. And now we'll move ahead and get into the varsity game. Let's get into our pregame. It's and our pregame interviews. The pregame, it's brought to you by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake, online at lakeshealth.org.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
Welcome into the pregame show on Y100 tonight, brought to you by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake. And now on the line, we're talking with John Adams, head coach of the Okoboji girls basketball team. Coach, thank you very much for your time.
You bet. Appreciate you having us, Mitch.
All right, Coach. Well, you ran into a tough Central Lyon team this past Tuesday. What were some things you saw in your last matchup?
Yeah, really good team. Ranked for a reason. There's no doubt about that. Probably have, the best guard for sure in the league, and the Hymanson girl, and some other kids that really stepped up and hit shots for them. But we were really pleased with our effort, and I thought we executed better. We did a better job taking care of the basketball. We had 17 turnovers, which is definitely a step in the right direction for us, and we were pleased with everything. We made some girls take shots that we wanted to, and bottom line is they hit them. We felt good about our defense, especially from the 2-point inside the 3-point line. We held them to 34%. Problem was they hit 11 out of 21 threes. And some of those were tough shots that we guarded really well, and some of them, like I said, were shots that we wanted girls to take that hadn't hit them yet this year, and give them credit, they stepped up and hit them. But we were really pleased. We thought we took a step forward with our girls, and Montana Wilson had a big night with 15 points and 14 rebounds, and thought Ella Stoll gave us great minutes and energy, and Olivia Lorenzen and McKenna Helmers did a really good job on Hymanson, especially after the second quarter. We changed on how we were guarding her, and we're happy with that. And just a solid night. Morgan Robinson gave us good minutes down low, and we got good minutes off the bench from Emma Larson and Renee Abrams. Hampson hit a big three. Tara Paz gave us some really good minutes. Megan Titterington had 2 great finishes. So, everybody that played, we were down to 9 healthy kids, and all 9 played, and we were really happy with how all 9 contributed.
Yeah, absolutely. I like how you put it. Definitely a step in the right direction. There were a lot of positives from that matchup. But tonight looks like a lot of fun, as it's Arnold's Park Wildcat Throwback Night. Tell us about what that occasion means.
Yeah, we were excited. Shane Hoffman and Kurt Karstens, who both have, Kurt's got a daughter in our program. Shane's had a daughter in our program and has a son now in the boys program, and they wanted to do something to honor kind of our past with Arnold's Park, and thought it'd be a great time to do it now that, our middle school's moved down here, and so we don't have a school at Arnold's Park, but yet we're very proud of the Arnold's Park tradition and what they bring to our school district. So they raised money, and you'll see the girls tonight if you watch the stream that's, on Explore Okoboji, and if you check that out, you'll see us in some old retro Arnold's Park uniforms, the white and the purple. They are actually pretty much replicas of what they wore in the 70s, minus the collar. We got rid of the collar look. The girls didn't, I don't think, would have been big fans of that, but it's a really cool look, and then the boys mimicked an old Arnold's Park uniform as well. So you'll see that. Obviously with COVID, we can't do some of the things that they wanted to do with some auction stuff and honor anybody that played at Arnold's Park, but it's going to be a yearly event that we'll do, and, so hopefully next year we can have a great, a big crowd for it, and just be a really, really neat night to honor Arnold's Park. Our girls are excited about it. We handed out the uniforms last night. They loved them. And, yeah, just, something exciting to do to kind of show our appreciation of what Arnold's Park brings to our school district.
Well, wonderful. We're, for one, very excited to see how it unfolds tonight, as you've got another Wildcats team facing another tough test in 4-1, West Lyon. So let's just talk really quick about what the game plan is for tonight.
Yeah, like you said, it doesn't get easier for us. West Lyon comes in, they're a ranked 3A team. They've got a really good post in Brooklyn Meyer, who's already committed to South Dakota State as a junior. She's been playing since her freshman year. She's 6'1". Obviously creates some matchup problems because she can score on the perimeter. She can score down low. And then they're really long on the perimeter. I mean, she's 6'2". They start 6'4" at the power forward, 5'7", 5'8", and 5'7" in the guard court. So they're long, they're athletic, they can guard really well, and so they present some different challenges. It's a way different look than Central Lyon, didn't have much height, but had probably a little bit more quickness and better shooters. Tonight you're facing some long athletes that score really well in the paint. So we've got, some different defensive schemes that we're going to try tonight that we haven't done yet this year that we've been working on. The nice part, we've had 2 days to prepare. So we've had 2 fantastic practices, and that's one thing I've got to give this team, credit for is, when you're not winning, it's hard sometimes to come to practice every day. But this group has just came every day and just battled, and we have our captains grade our practices at the end of every day, and we kind of go over that the next day, what we feel as coaches and as players they felt. And we've had, a nice string of A practices, and this group has brought it every day, and our young kids are having success, the JV, JVR levels, and those kids bring great energy to our program. And we're just excited to get to compete again and face a very, very good West Lyon team.
Well, hey, good stuff to hear, Coach. We're very excited for the matchup tonight. We've been talking with John Adams, girls basketball coach of the Okoboji Pioneers. And, Coach, thank you very much for your time once again. And, as always, best of luck in tonight's game.
Thank you very much, Mitch. We appreciate it.
Down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sports Surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
Back to the pregame show on Y100, brought to you by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake. On the line, we're talking with Ryan Brasser, girls basketball coach of the West Lyon Wildcats. Coach, thank you very much for your time.
Certainly.
Well, Coach, you're off to a good start in the season after dropping the first game to a good Central Lyon team. You've picked up 3 straight wins in the Siouxland Conference over Rock Valley, Sioux Center, and Sheldon. Tell us about how the first few games of the season went.
Yeah, the first game of the year played a very good Central Lyon team. Yeah, sometimes start of the year you're a little timid, not quite sure, certain of roles or certain of, how the game's going to go with some new personnel. So we took that as a learning lesson and got back to practice and ironed out some things we needed to work on, and went to Rock Valley and got a nice win over a very experienced team there, and then played really well defensively at Sioux Center and got into the 60s for the first time in a long time against Sheldon on Tuesday. So, yeah, it's been a nice little run for us.
And without a doubt there, and it looks like Brooklyn Meyer and Kennedy Kramer are off to good starts as well, and they got a good balance of experience and youth on your team. Which players have been stepping up in your eyes so far?
Yeah, that's a good question. We didn't lose any seniors last year, so had everybody back. Brooklyn has been doing a great job of distributing the basketball. She's a big presence inside and has seen a lot of pressure from other teams. So she's doing her best to both be aggressive offensively as well as be a distributor of the basketball. Kennedy has been a great senior leader for us, controlling the basketball and has increased her scoring role lately. Xavier Metzger has been a nice addition so far, running the floor. And Randy Childress has also been a nice newcomer for us, leading our team in threes made and three percentage. And so, yeah, kind of like you mentioned, a combination of experience with some youth. So it's been a good and fun year so far.
Well, that's certainly good to hear, Coach. And at the time of this interview, you've got Boyden Hull and Okoboji next on the schedule. So tell me how you're preparing for the girls for these end-of-the-week games.
Yeah, good question. We kind of tell our girls not to score watch, but as coaches, we get sunk into, watching scores and comparing scores. And, we beat Sioux Center and then saw Boyden Hull beat Sioux Center on Tuesday. And so, if you're score watching, that's a game that we got to get prepared for and play our best basketball. They've been playing well as of late after they got back from their little break from COVID. And, Okoboji is a great historical program. Coach Adams is excellent. He gets the most out of his team. And so, they've had kind of a tough start to the season record-wise. But, we know in the Siouxland Conference that every game's a battle, and there's talented players everywhere and great coaches everywhere. And so it's something to, for sure not take lightly and make sure we're working our hardest. So.
All right, well, very good. Hoping for a good end to this first part of the year before the girls hit a winter break. But we've been talking with the girls basketball coach of the West Lyon High School Wildcats, Ryan Brasser. Coach, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck in these next matchups.
Thank you.
Starting lineups and tip-off are coming up next between the West Lyon Wildcats and the Okoboji Pioneers. For tonight, the Arnold's Park Wildcats. Tim Peterson with the call next on Y100.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
The Hut Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Or because he's busy doing the video stream.
Well, hey, I know you're going to carry it anyways. That's usually the form. But either way, we're just about getting set for tip-off here. They're going to start announce these starters here between Okoboji, a.k.a. Arnold's Park, for tonight, and West Lyon.
And Kurt Carson's doing some announcing right now here at the game. He'll be up at halftime, and we're going to talk a little bit about him and the history and whatever else he would like to speak about at halftime about this whole event going on. It's pretty neat, throwing it back. It'd be fun. It'd be more fun for me if they weren't playing the Wildcats, because Wildcats and Wildcats, but...
who knows? Maybe it'll be a fun tradition, and it definitely helps the betting odds. Say, hey, I got my money on the Wildcats.
Hey, no betting in high school sports, Mitch.
Oh, very sorry. I'm not trying to condone that.
You're talking like North Illinois, Evanston Northwestern Wildcats and another school, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just Wildcats versus Wildcats. But we're going to have a lot of fun with this tonight.
All right, well, he's still talking, and we're just going to go right to the starters. Let's get to it. For the West Lyon girls Wildcats team, their starters look like this. It'll be Kennedy Kramer, who is a Northwestern commit at 5'8". She's a senior. Haley Knobloch, a 6' senior. Mallory Gramstead, a 5'7" junior. At 5'7", it's Emma Meyer, who's a senior. And then a SDSU, South Dakota State University, a Jackrabbit commit. It's Brooklyn Meyer. She's a 6'2" junior. And she's all about that 6'2". She is filled out, looks strong, and it'll be a tough matchup tonight I'm assuming for Montana Wilson. For the Okoboji Pioneers, or the Arnold Park Rats, or the Arnold Park Wildcats, their starting lineup looks like this tonight. It'll be Olivia Lorenzen, a 5'4 sophomore. Ella Stoll, a 5'11 junior. McKenna Helmers, a 5'6 sophomore. At 5'11, it'll be a senior, Morgan Robinson, and then Montana Wilson, the 6'1 junior. And good news for Okoboji tonight. Shayla Boschke's knee was not bad. She got cleared to play. She'll be back tonight, I assume. She doesn't have a great big knee brace on, still has a little knee brace on, but she was in warm-ups and looked good running around on the floor. We'll get the national anthem going here, and in a couple minutes, so we'll be back with the tip-off of this one right here on Y100.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Lorenzen into the front court. Man-to-man defense being applied by the Wildcats. Wilson up top, Stoll on the near side. Jab step right, goes left. Back out to Wilson. She can't handle the pass, and it rolls into the West Lyon bench. It's a turnover on the first possession for Okoboji.
This is a bit of an experienced team here, Tim, as you heard Coach Brasser say in the pregame. All players are returning. They didn't graduate any seniors last year, so it's experience versus new players stepping up for Okoboji tonight.
Feed inside Meyer, and she's double-teamed but fouled. I remember them from last year, and remember thinking they're an up-and-coming team, and their record is 4-1 on the season. Okoboji is winless. From the low blocks, a traveling call is made on Haley Knobloch. Turnover on West Lyon's second possession. No score.
Well, one of the bright spots we saw from last Tuesday against a very good Central Line team was tight defense underneath. They looked pretty solid in the post, just couldn't stop the perimeter shooting.
Stoll with the jumper, can't hit. Wilson with a rebound inside, goes right up with it. She's fouled, missed the shot, but she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. We haven't seen Wilson do a lot of that this season so far. Get that rebound and go right up with it. A lot of times it seems like she looks to pass it out. This time she takes it up and is fouled by Haley Knobloch.
Well, she's coming off a pretty solid game Tuesday. If I can remember correctly, it was 15 points for her. So if you want to correct that, she's at least got one now in the first point of this game.
And a lot of rebounds in that last game.
Yeah, without a doubt, had to be a double-double, and she's been averaging well over 10 rebounds a game so far.
Oh, I haven't had the pleasure of saying this much this year so far. Okoboji girls with the lead. 1-0, second shot is missed, and Meyer cleans up the rebound. Back down the other way, it's Kramer. Gives it off to Gramstead, who takes it baseline and dribbles it out of bounds. It went on the line. It's turnover.
That was great defense on McKenna Helmers. She kept her very tight along that baseline and didn't give her an inch anywhere to drive on that baseline, so she stepped out to put the ball on it. That was just great defensive awareness, but almost turning it over. Now is Okoboji.
Wilson thrown over to Lorenzen, and it was seen clearly by Kramer, and she tipped it in the backcourt. Lorenzen ran it down. Back into the front court. Stoll has it. Drives into the paint, throws it out to Helmers. Straight away, back to Stoll on the near side. Inside, Wilson, backing in Meyer, goes up with it, has her shot blocked, and Meyer comes down for the rebound. Brooklyn outlets it to Kennedy Kramer, down low. Knobloch out to Gramstead, shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Wilson. Does a nice job pivoting and getting those elbows out.
Yeah, she also tiptoed to stay in bounds. That's just great presence.
Helmer's in the front court on the far side, dribbles to the elbow and back out to Stoll. Throws it over to Lorenzen, and another telegraph pass. Kramer reads it, tips it in the backcourt, takes it up, and can't get the shot to go, but a foul on Stoll. That should send Kramer to the free throw line to shoot a pair, and it will. So, Ella picks up her first personal. Kramer's free throw is perfect, and we're tied at 1.
And so far, tight defense on both sides, but for Okoboji, like you mentioned, just a telegraph pass. Just read the eyes, you know where they're going. And so far, many defenses have been able to harp on those mistakes by Okoboji.
Second free throw, rolls around the rim and then drops through. It's 2-1. West Lyon with their first lead. I could just say the Rats into the front court.
That works. They're in the uniform tonight.
Helmers to the near side, Stoll. Stoll drives into the paint. And she traveled. A little indecisiveness when she got in there and kind of stuttered her feet. Or staggered.
And however you want to put it, it was a travel and
made a lot of squeaking.
Definitely indecisiveness on this Okoboji offense so far. They've just been looking for an opening, trying to penetrate. Haven't got much luck this yet, but here's a three and knocking that one through is West Lyon.
Gramstead from the far corner, baseline corner, hits it. It's 5-1.
Great position from that corner. But for Okoboji, they just need to get better looks. That's just one thing. They need to set themselves up for better opportunities. But the turnover margin has really taken away a lot of those opportunities.
Lorenzen brings it low into the box, kicks it back up top to the elbow to Helmers. She goes left and then gets stopped, turns around and gives it back to Lorenzen. She'll drive it into the paint, kicks it out far side. Wilson goes inside to Robinson. She goes up, can't get the shot to go. Helmers with the rebound, but a foul. And that's going to be a reach-in foul on Robinson. And I think I've learned the game plan for Okoboji. It's keep Montana Wilson out of the paint, and that'll free up, that'll bring Brooklyn Meyer out of there, and then go inside to Robinson. We'll see if that works tonight. So far, it's 5-1. West Lyon, they get into the front court, working around the perimeter, and a low pass. Tried to bounce pass it into Knobloch, and it took a bounce when it got to the feet of Knobloch. Goes right through her legs and out of bounds. Lorenzen brings the ball up. She'll set it up. Stoll. Near side corner, Wilson. Screen set by Stoll, but Wilson doesn't use it. She takes it baseline, and then she got stuck down on the baseline and traveled her feet. Well, and quite a few errors by both squads so far here early on with 4:23 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, pretty low scoring to say halfway through, but that time Montana tried to drive, tried to back her way closer to the hoop. and just didn't get much of an inch and lost her footing. So another traveling call. Turning over for Okoboji, but we're going the other way. Almost. Got a little ahead of myself. Tip pass by Lorenzen as she tips it out at half court.
Xavier Metzger, a 6'1 junior in the game for West Lyon. But at midcourt, it'll be Gramstead inbounding it in. Throws it into Kramer. Kramer will bring it across midcourt. Guarded by Helmers. Now Gramstead and then to the corner. A three on the way. It's good. That corner's been hot. 2 for 2 from the corner so far. This time it's Haley Knobloch knocking down her first basket. And it's 8-1.
And we saw that game really pull Central Lyon ahead easily. They weren't the best shooting three-point team, but you wouldn't know that seeing Tuesday night's game. They were just raining threes. And let's see if West Lyon tries to pick up on that.
Stoll with it. She'll try to get to the free throw line. Does. Picks up her dribble. Kicks it out. Wilson to touch pass over to Helmer. Now she'll drive into the paint. Throw one up. A leaner can't get it to go. Rebound is loose, and Gramstead comes away with it. Helmer's nearly fouled her from behind, and nothing called. Gets down the court. Meyer gets it at the free throw or the 3-point line. Back to Gramstead. And they say call for a carry. Boy, you don't see that all that often. Gramstead quite surprised. And another turnover in this game. Abrahamson checks in. Helmer stole out. Larson also in. When Abrahamson, a sophomore. Emma Larson, a senior. A little three-quarters court press pays off as they get into the front court. Knocking away is Gramstead down the floor. Bounce pass to her left, right to Kramer. Kramer lays it up and in, and this one's in danger of getting away early from the Pioneers. Into the front court. They break the press. Lorenzen a long pass to the near side to Abrahamson. Beyond the arc. Looking for somebody. Flips it over to Lorenzen. Wing three-pointer on the way and hits it. Yes! Olivia Lorenzen with a three. The score is my birthday. 4-10. Well, you don't have Bert Blyleven to tell about his birthday anymore. So I may as well tell about mine. They're both in April, so.
All right.
Here's a shot short by West Lyon, and it goes right out of bounds. Okoboji will get the ball right back. Randy Childress checks in for Kennedy Kramer for West Lyon. Lorenzen with it, facing full court pressure. Box and one. They get it into the front court. Abrahamson has it. Gives it to Lorenzen. Back out to Abrahamson. Thought about a three. Now she'll step to her left and launch one. That one rolls off. And the rebound. Boy, reaching over the top of Robinson was Meyer. Brooklyn Meyer outlets it. Right back down the floor. Meyer gave it up. Got it right back at the top of the arc. Pump fake. Drives into the elbow. Swings those elbows. Throws it back out. Now touch pass far corner. Gramstead. No. Make that near corner. Ball missed. Went down the baseline. West Lyon came away with it. As they passed it out, there was a collision and a foul on the Pioneers.
Well, just a 6-point game so far. West Lyon on top of Okoboji 10-4, but West Lyon, they've been trying to go to the corners. If nothing's opening up underneath, then they've been easily just kicking it out for already a few three-pointers to put them up 10-4. So Okoboji going to really need to do a good job following that basketball and getting tight pressure.
Making other players beat them so far. Making it come from the outside. Here's a pass inside. That's going to miss, but Brooklyn Meyer gets a rebound, and she loses the handle on it. Larson hit the deck. Meyer came away with it. Throws it from one side of the floor to the far other side. They'll reset it. Here's an entry pass into Meyer, and Abrahamson reaches in to try to poke that one away, and she's called for the foul. I'm a little curious what they're going to do with these unis after this game, if they're going to just save them for next year. Or something different, maybe a raffle at the end of the year. I don't know.
Well, that usually makes sense with these throwback uniforms. Missed shot there, nice rebound by Titterington. But yeah, as you can see, if you get an alternate uniforms, but if they want to do an annual throwback game, then I think we'll be seeing a return for them next year. But that's a good question to bring up for Kurt later, perhaps.
Just box them up. Only, there's just a limited amount of seniors on this.
Yeah.
Boji team, so they could actually, a lot of these players could probably wear the same jersey again next year.
Yeah, you bet.
Well, Helmers has it in the front court for Okoboji. Right to left to Stoll. Try to feed one into Robinson, and they do, and she kicks it right out to Larson. They cycle it around. Helmers with it. She had an open shot, but couldn't handle the rock. Now she gets it back, gave it up, got it back, shoots it up from long range, can't get it to go. Rebound is tipped, and it goes out of bounds off of Okoboji. 10-4 the score, 1:08 remaining first quarter. West Lyon with the lead and the basketball. Mallory Gramstead, the junior, brings the ball up the floor. Crosses into the front court. Pioneers doing a box and one with Stoll guarding Brooklyn Meyer, who has the basketball on the near side right now. She gives it up. Skip pass from the bottom baseline to the far side. A three on the way from there, and that's good. A long three by Randy Childress. It's a third three in the first quarter.
They try to get Titterington up the court, overthrew her. West Lyon jumps right back on the basketball.
Into the front court comes West Lyon, now leading 13-4, and Gramstead will call it out. Childress, touch pass. They're working it inside, bounce it over to Meyer. Too low for her. She regains it, kicks it back over to, who was that, Metzger. Metzger throws one up short, goes right out of bounds. 21 seconds remaining, 13-4. It'll be Robinson inbounding it. No pressure in the backcourt this time, applied by the Wildcats. Elmer's down the floor. Over to Stoll. Dribbles to her right, gives it off to Larson. A little weave up top. No, nobody else coming. Larson keeps it going to the left. Tries to feed Robinson. It's poked away. Robinson able to regain it. And a reach-in foul is going to be called. That'll be on Childress, her first. Right about 3 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Ball comes in to Robinson. It's not a good pass. Gramstead pokes it away, shoots up a three from midcourt. And that one misses everything, and that's how the first quarter is going to end. 13-4, a low scoring affair here so far in Milford versus with Arnold's Park taking on West Lyon. We'll be back with second quarter action when we return right here on Y100.
This is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm and Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping
the starters. Helmers tries to feed it to Robinson, led her a little bit too far, and it goes out of bounds. Abrahamson will check back in for Robinson.
And for those of you following along at home, we should be back up now. Just go to exploreokoboji.com at the live video stream under the sports tab. No longer a Facebook video, but you can also find us on YouTube as well.
Here's a shot missed by West Lyon, and the Pioneers come away with the rebound. Abrahamson will run down the floor. Nobody picks it up, takes it all the way in, floats one up left-handed. Oh, it just rims out. A rebound by West Lyon. They'll push it down the floor. Down to Metzger in the paint on the low blocks. Gets it to go. Xavier Metzger, a 6'1 junior, scores her first basket, and she's the fifth player to score for West Lyon tonight. Lorenzen's going to take it herself. Gets it down low blocks. Lays it up and in. Nice take by Olivia. She's got 5 to lead all Pioneer scores. 15-6 the score. West Lyon with the lead. Bounce pass into the free throw line, and from the elbow, a turnaround shot by Knobloch is missed. Pioneers come away with it, and then Lorenzen has it poked away from her, but a foul is called. That foul will be the second on Randy Childress.
Well, so far for Okoboji, they're drawing some fouls. They're right in this one, just trailing by 9, looking pretty solid in the post. Just got to get some better scoring opportunities, and maybe that might be coming with Olivia Lorenzen here with all 5 of the 6 points so far.
All the field goals.
Yeah.
She's hit both of them. The other point coming from the free throw line. Here's a feed down low into Wilson. A quick turnaround. She can't get it to go. Brooklyn Meyer is out of the game right now for West Lyon. So the Pioneers trying to go inside. Wilson is fouled. This foul is committed by Metzger, her first. And they'll put Wilson at the line for the second time. She's the person who made the other point in this game for Okoboji. The lefty shot will be short. Mitch, I noticed in the during the national anthem, I don't know if I just haven't seen this before or not, but up on the flag podium it says "Home of the Pioneers." I don't know if I just didn't notice that before, if that's new.
I'm not sure on that one either, but it certainly does look pretty nice up there.
It does. Both free throws missed. Back the other way, West Lyon, quickly down the floor. They're pushing at the free throw line, and then Pioneers get back and stop Kramer. She'll give it off to Knobloch. Knobloch now will hit a cutting Kramer. She bobbled it, regained possession of it, then threw it up and got it to go. 17-6, the score. And travel as Okoboji got it into the front court. We'll turn it back over. .5:32 remaining, 17-6. West Lyon leading still. Gramstead will bring it up the floor at a slower pace. And she kind of picked it up right when I said that, but then stops as she gets to midcourt. Walks it across the timeline. Feeds it over to Taylor Rentschler, who's just into the game. She feeds it in. They get it. Oh, paint. And off the glass goes Knobloch. Knobloch up and in. Pioneers down the floor and in the front court. Wilson has it. Meyer back into the game for West Lyon. Over to Abrahamson on to her right. Near side stole by the arc. Into Lorenzen in the paint. Turnaround shot is blocked by Kramer. Back the other way. Kramer will bring it all the way down. Gets stopped at the free throw line. Moves it to the near side to Gramstead. Baseline. Rentschler back out. Gramstead. Top of the key. 3 on the way. Yep. Kennedy Kramer with a three-pointer. And Coach Adams will take a timeout as he sees his team down 22-6. West Lyon going on a little run here. Coach Adams takes a full timeout. We'll take one with them back in a minute right here on Y100.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Hi, this is Kayleen, the service manager at Okoboji Motor Company. 2020 has been a year of change and uncertainty. Our hours are the same, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have the same experienced staff you've learned to trust to care for your vehicle needs. We will continue to support our communities and our schools because we care about you, our customers. Our service department is constantly running specials. Check them out at okobojigmtoyota.com. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay loyal, as we will for you. Thank you. Okoboji Motor Company, Service Department.
In their own backcourt, Abrahamson will inbound it to Lorenzen. They have Wilson, Helmers, and Stoll on the floor. Lorenzen into the front court to Wilson. Near side, Abrahamson from the wing. Fakes left, goes right, throws up the shot from there. Long range, no good. Rebound is finally pulled away by Knobloch. She'll bring it up the floor. Over to Kramer. Kramer feeds it to Knobloch. They try to go in. It's taken away. Poked out. Stoll comes away with it. Stoll with a nice move down the floor. She'll bring it up late off the left side. Can't get it to go. Misses the open layup. Rebound by Abrahamson. And she tried to pass it out to Stoll, and Meyer pokes it away. Back the other way. Kramer to Gramstead.
When you're fading like this, that is just one you got to capitalize on, especially right there. But finally, West Lyon just going to hand it right back to them on a travel.
Gramstead tried to take the baseline. Helmers cut her off, and she drug her foot for the turnover. 3:48 remaining, first half. Lorenzen jogs it up the floor into the front court. Moves it to Stoll, and now Abrahamson on the near side wing. Abrahamson thought about it, looking to feed. Picked up her dribble, now finally gets it to Helmers. Helmers guarded by Gramstead to Abrahamson. Abrahamson drives to the free throw line and throws it to the far side to Wilson, guarded by Meyer. Wilson back to Abrahamson. She's guarded by Knobloch. Throws it to the near side and let it sail. Once again, it was Kramer trying to jump that pass, and Lorenzen missed it too, goes out of bounds. Helmers will take a rest. Larson will check in. Kramer to bring it down the floor for West Lyon. Goes left, fakes it, then goes right. Kicks out Knobloch, far side. Rentschler ran back to Knobloch. She drives in, gets into the paint, can't get the shot to go. Meyer gets the rebound, but they're going to call her for over the back. She's got that height, and likes, we get that tall. You want to reach over people and just grab that basketball, but Good positioning by Wilson. Stoll will put it in play in the backcourt. Lorenzen down the floor. To the right to Larson. She catches and then slaps the ball. Looks for somebody inside. Wilson, turn around, move on. Meyer stuffs it and takes it away. Meyer's going to run the floor. Nobody picks her up, goes all the way in. Gets fouled by Abrahamson, misses the shot. But she'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
And for the most part, Okoboji on defense has not been making these shots easy. They have been handing over about 6 fouls now, but clean game for the most part. But yeah, they've just been dominated offensively so far, just getting another turnover.
Meyer going for her first points with 2:45 remaining in the half, and she gets her first one. For Abrahamson, that's her second personal, so Helmers will check right back in and come in for her. 23-6, 2:45 to go. West Lyon 3 for 3 from the free throw line so far tonight. This one's going to miss. Rebounded by Helmers. Helmers facing some pressure and gets it in the front court. They're trying to trap her, and she gets it over to Wilson. Now Stoll. Now skip past to Lorenzen. Starts to go baseline with it on the far side. Instead, she gets cut off, then tries to throw it back out, and it's picked off once again. Another steal by Kennedy Kramer. Into the front court. Brooklyn Meyer. Step back. 3. Nope. A rebound. Bounces around. Picked up. Rentschler over to Kramer. She shoots it up in the low blocks. Can't get the shot to go, but she'll head to the free throw line to shoot her second pair of free throws. Foul called on Helmers, her first. Team 7th, so West Lyon in the bonus. West Lyon with 5 team fouls committed so far. Free throw is a high arcing free throw, but it drops through. Gianna Clarenbeek checks in for West Lyon for the first time. Second free throw is up, back rim, no good. Helmers is going to chase down the rebound, but has it poked away by Kramer, but she was on the line, so it'll stay with Okoboji. Stuttered there because I kind of want to say Arnold's Park again.
You wouldn't be wrong.
No.
They are wearing the AP on the throwback uniforms, and if you want to look at them, you can go to exploreokoboji.com or find this YouTube video. But right now for Okoboji, they're just struggling to get back on the scoreboard.
They break the press and get into the front court. Pass to Lorenzen. She hits a cutting Stoll. She puts it on the floor in the paint and then puts it up and in. Had 2 defenders right in her face, and she still is able to make the basket. The second player with a field goal for Pioneers. A 3-pointer back the other way, bounce around, no good. Rebounded by Gramstead. She'll pull it out, gives it off to Kramer. Kramer gets screened to her left, but goes right, doesn't use it. Passes it over, and then into the paint it goes. Picked up, the loose ball is by Wilson. It was intended for Metzger. Back the other way, Lorenzen right down the floor. Minute 25 to go, first half. Skip pass up top to the near side to Helmers. Then a catch between Larson and Helmers. And this one goes through Helmers' hands, and she saves it from going out of bounds and throws it back toward midcourt, and it goes out of bounds there. So West Lyon will take over. Kennedy Kramer will inbound it to Randy Childress. Titterington will check back in for Okoboji, the 5'10 junior. Ella Stoll gets a nice round of applause. Minute 15 to go. Childress in the front court, gives it back to Kennedy. She'll take it to her left into the paint. To Meyer, pump fake. Titterington guarding, spin move as she gets closer to the free throw area. Can't hit the shot. And then it goes out of bounds off of Okoboji on the baseline. Kramer will inbound it there. Kramer with 10 points leading the way. Gets it into Meyer. Low block. Meyer trying to spin, trying to scoop shot it. Can't get it to go, but a rebound on the backside is picked up. That shot doesn't go. And then Meyer is fouled after she gets the rebound and misses that shot. Knobloch missed one in there. First it was Meyer, then Knobloch, then Meyer again. Brooklyn Meyer will head to the free throw line to shoot another couple. 1 for 2 from the line. Makes the first. Mitch, up there, they just put it on the board. I was going to ask you if you saw who that foul was on. It's on Helmers, her second.
Yeah, they've been pretty quickly here, been
putting them just right back on the line. But for West Lyon, not quite capitalizing on the free throw shooting thus far.
Meyer 2 for 4 now. Here's a 3 the other way. Lorenzen, nope. Rebound, Helmer. She's done a good job on the board tonight. Gets it out to Larson, then she gives it right back to Helmers on the near side. Beyond the arc. Now out to Larson, and then back over to Helmers. 3 from the wing is no good. Titterington on the backside gets the rebound. Can't handle it. And as she goes to pick it up, they call a jump ball, and it's going to head West Lyon's way with 31 seconds remaining in the first half. Tara Potts going to check in for the first time. A 5'4 junior. I think Shayla Boschke's chomping at the bit to get in, but I think Coach Adams is just holding her back at coming off that knee injury. Kramer bringing down the floor, right down the paint, off the glass, and good. Too easy as Kennedy Kramer takes it right in. 27-8. Lorenzen in the front court. Pass over, poked away. This one's stolen by Childress. Tries to throw it over to Kramer and just gets it to her. She didn't have great control of it, but then she is fouled. And that'll be on Lorenzen, her second. One more foul, and it'll be a double bonus. It'll just be a 1-and-1 here for Kramer. They say she was shooting. It was only 9 team fouls. They must have said she was shooting. Okay, she gets 2. I didn't think she was shooting, but second free throw is good. 28-8, 20-point lead. AP needs to turn into Adrian Peterson here pretty soon. Picked off, layup, and in the backcourt. Kennedy Kramer with another steal and a basket, and that ends the first half. Not a good way for Arnold's Park. Okoboji to end the first half. A steal and an easy lay-in, but that's how it's going to end up. 15 points there in that first half for Kennedy Kramer and a handful of steals. And that's how the first half ends. 30-8 as we head into halftime. And we'll come back with your halftime show. It's brought to you by Okoboji Motor Company Service Department and Collision Center.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Anything in
Okoboji High School is proud to sponsor all Okoboji students in their activities. Okoboji High School wishes good luck to the Okoboji Pioneers as they work hard all season. Be proud to represent the Okoboji Pioneers in education and activities.
The Lakes News Shopper would like to wish the Okoboji Pioneers and area sports teams the best of success this season. The Lakes News Shopper appreciates all the hard work and dedication that the student athletes and coaches put into their seasons and are very proud of the Pioneers.
Halftime here between Okoboji and West Lyon, or Arnold's Park and West Lyon, depending on if you're watching or listening, because it's throwback night here. Going back to the old Arnold Park days, and Kirk Karstens is joining us from Karstens Financial Group, and your main reason why all this is going on.
I'm not the main reason.
One of.
Well, one of many, but I've got Shane Hoffman here, who was really instrumental in starting this, Shane and a bunch of his classmates. And they came up with the idea about 3 years ago that, we should do something for Arnold's Park. And Shane reached out to me. I'm a grad from Arnold's Park way back in the day. And said, schools are going by the wayside. We're building a new middle school down there. It's just a great opportunity to let school back and honor some of the Arnold's Park alumni that are still in the area, because this is a community. And, I kind of look at it, too, as, a lot of small towns around the area, they've all consolidated over the years. And when we started putting this together, we had just great response. When we said, hey, we're going to try to raise a little bit of money for some uniforms and whatnot, and boy, the donations just rolled in, $20 here, $50 here, $1,000 and whatnot.
Wow.
And we were looking to make this an annual deal. Every year we're going to do a Wildcat night every year. And the kids were really excited about wearing, the different uniforms, the throwback uniforms. And, look at you. You're rocking an Arnold Park letter jacket. Mitch is over here wearing all purple. This is just awesome. And it's just unfortunate, with all the COVID restrictions, we weren't able to get the big crowd here that we wanted to. We were going to have the pep band play the old Arnold Park fight song and whatnot. And so we'll do it all big up next year. But, there's just been lots and lots of community buzz about what we're trying to do here tonight. But Shane and his friends, and we jumped in. And then, of course, Coach Adams, Coach Stumbo, Justin Baus, they were like, yeah, what do you guys need? What do you want to do? And they've just been great to work with.
Well, tonight it kind of works, out okay, because it's almost like a soft opening for what this could become.
You bet. And, I think social media has just been great, and you guys have had it on your social media pages as well. But thanks again to you guys as far as the live stream and whatnot, so that everybody that can't be here, holy cow, we've had a lot of response that they could not wait to tune in tonight.
Okay, do we want to have Shane on, or did Shane want to remain off camera?
Whatever you want to do.
Should we let him in?
Hey, let him in here for a little bit, you bet.
Okay, we'll bring Shane Hoffman in, and Kirk said that you were a big part of everything getting going, and you and I ended up, someone mentioned that you were setting up a lot of things, started getting me a lot of pictures, and I believe Mitch has been throwing some on the live stream here, and in fact, I'm pretty sure we had one of Kirk back in the day on there.
Yes, you did. I tell you what, this has been a great event. Between what you guys have done, what Kurt has helped with, what the school district, the community, I about had tears in my eyes, and I didn't even go to Arnold's Park. I graduated in 1988, the first year of the merger.
I could have swore this was your old jacket. No,
it might have been about 3 people ago. But it's a wonderful event. And too bad for the COVID year. I was telling Kurt that the last couple nights I've had former Arnold's Park grads, classmates. Hey, can you get me tickets? There's a huge outcry out in the public that they wanted to come to this event, and unfortunately they can't, but thankful to you guys. They can see it. I know a lot of people are watching tonight, and this is for you former Arnold's Park Wildcats. Enjoy.
What happens with the jerseys after this game? Do they save them?
They're saving them. The cheerleaders are saving theirs. It's going to be an annual event. We're hoping year 2 is the year where we get to do a little bit extra and a little bit special. And then hopefully maybe we'll include JV uniforms at some point. Maybe a little upgrade there. You know, the one thing we forgot about, coaches' shirts.
Oh.
You never ever think of simple things like that.
Well, that's why I said to Kurt there that the soft opening kind of.
All right.
Soft opening, so you learn, and then.
Yeah, and we're gonna grow it. And I tell you what, I can't say enough about the work Kurt has done to help me. I came up with this idea, recruited him, and he was the right guy. And it seems like things that I thought of and things that I forgot he thought of, and I mean we worked very well together.
All right, fun night, guys, and it built a lot of people talking and getting involved, and that's great.
Oh yeah, and hopefully, you know, it's a good thing for, you know, both communities, and, you know, one of the biggest things I live my life by is giving back, and I'm glad I could give this to the Arnold Park community.
Shane Hoffman, Kurt Carson's Financial Group helping out. We'll wrap up halftime here shortly. We'll come back in about a minute and give you a first half stats. Thanks again, guys, and go Wildcats.
Go Wildcats. Thank you.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we are member-owned. That means everyone who gets their power from Iowa Lakes is also an owner. That's the cooperative difference.
The power is yours at your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
She shoots, she scores! Touchdown Pioneers. Wow, what a throw. Hey Pioneer fans, this is Kurt Karstens with Karstens Financial Group in Arnold's Park. And no matter the season, I want to wish all of our athletes and coaches the best of luck for a fun, healthy season. Go Pioneers.
Fun in Milford. Thanks once again to Shane Hoffman and Kurt Karstens of Karstens Financial Group for joining us at halftime. Let's get to those halftime stats here. We'll start with West Lyon stats. They're leading at 30-8. And their leading scorer is Kennedy Kramer. She has 15. Haley Knobloch has 5. Mallory Gramstead has 3. Brooklyn Meyer just 2 points. 2 points for Xavier Metzger and 3 for Randy Childress. For the Okoboji Pioneers, the Arnold Park Wildcats, they're being led by Olivia Lorenzen. She has 5. Ella Stoll with 2. And Montana Wilson with 1. A low-scoring affair for Okoboji tonight, but tough defense for West Lyon as well. They have some good tall players like Brooklyn Meyer, who stands 6'2", Haley Knobloch 6 feet tall, Xavier Metzger off the bench 6'1".
Yep.
And they gotta figure out something here to get some baskets. Does Okoboji?
It's just very tough for Okoboji. They just continue at times this season to fall into these traps where they just turn the ball over at will. But we know West Lyon big and athletic, but for Okoboji, just got to find a way to slow this game down and really just grind out some scores. They did a good job limiting West Lyon to just 30, but still, they did a good job getting separation, and it all starts with how dominant they were on the other side of the ball.
Let's see what the Pioneers can do. They'll start off the ball going left to right, and that ball got caught up on Montana's hip outside the arc, and if you went back down with it, that's a double dribble. And a first possession turnover in the second half for Okoboji. Gramstead, right to left, the blue uniforms into the lane. Goes to Meyer down low. She feeds it perfectly. Does Meyer to Knobloch, who lays it up and in. Great catch and feed to the cutting Knobloch. Lorenzen back the other way. Over to Helmers to her left. Far side, Helmer starts in and then hits Stoll at the free throw line, dribbles into the lane and throws it out to Lorenzen. Lorenzen feeding into Robinson in the blocks. Now to Wilson on the lane, drives it left side. High off the glass, can't get it to go. West Lyon with the rebound, and down the floor they come. Kramer in the front court. Takes it to her right. Into the corner. And back out. Brooklyn Meyer with it pretty much straight away. Drives it down the right side. Helmers tries to tie it up. Does momentarily. Meyer's in the paint, and she's going to get a 3-second violation. Yes. Couldn't find anybody, and she was being harassed by a couple of Pioneers. Turnover for West Lyon. Lorenzen for Okoboji brings it down to the right side. She's picked up by Emma Meyer. Turns back around, gives it to Helmers, far side. Screen set to the right. Pass to Lorenzen. Lorenzen will try to get in the lane. Does. Tries to float a pass to Robinson, and Brooklyn Meyer steals it away. 3-on-2 if they go with it. A pass from the far side to the near side is picked off by Stoll, and then a foul by Kramer. Fouling Stoll after she stole it away. First foul of the second half. First foul on Kennedy Kramer. Kramer heading to Northwestern. That's not the Evanston one, right, Mitch?
Nope, it'll be Orange City, the Red Raiders.
Pass in to Wilson. She can't hit the shot. Now a scramble on the ground for the rebound. I'm not going to call a jump ball. It'll be West Lyon basketball. Gramstead brings it up the floor for the Wildcats into the front court. The free throw elbow to Knobloch, now down low. Turnaround shot in the paint by Meyer, and she still can't get a shot to go. Brooklyn misses another one. Stoll comes away with it. Dribbles out of traffic, brings it down the floor to her left to Helmer. Starts in, and now she gets stopped. Kicks it back, free throw line. Lorenzen, she takes a dribble in, shoots it, can't score it. Wilson gets the rebound. It's knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. It'll stay with Okoboji.
Just about 2 minutes into the third quarter and only one bucket from West Lyon. But for Okoboji, they're doing a good job getting some rebounds. And on that one, right place, right time, getting the ball. But then right there, you see a shot just small. They're forcing too many shots on offense.
Quick shot by Robinson, missed everything. Meyer with it in the front court. She's going to dribble right down in the lane, take it up strong. Can't hit the shot. She's fouled, knocked to the ground. She's been knocked to the ground a few times here tonight. Okoboji getting physical. That foul will be the second personal on Morgan Robinson. Put Meyer at the line. We're in the first half. She was 2 for 4. She missed the first one here. In the first half, she made her first ones and missed her second. A few dribbles, another shot up, and that one goes in. So staying at 50% from the line is Brooklyn Meyer. She has 3 points in the game. Full court pressure being applied. Robinson in the backcourt throws it over to Lorenzen. That goes off her fingertips. She's able to run it back down. She brings it up the near side, and they call a 10-second call on the Pioneers. Lorenzen almost had it into the front court, but 10-second violation turns it over with 5:20 remaining. Third quarter, 33-8, West Lyon all over Okoboji. They work it in. Meyer with it. Turnaround shot in the paint, and finally, Brooklyn Meyer gets her first field goal of the evening. And a big lead. They're still applying full court pressure. And are they calling an illegal screen here? They are on McKenna Helmers. That'll be her third personal. And jumping up is Larson and Abrahamson looking to come in. Helmers out, Larson in, Abrahamson in, Robinson out. West Lyon basketball at midcourt. Inbounding it is Kennedy Kramer looking into the front court. Fires it to Gramstead. Back to Kramer. Takes it into the elbow. Jumper from there. Misses. Rebound off a couple hands and comes out of bounds on the near side. Kramer almost ran it down. And it's going to stay with West Lyon, even though they didn't even think that they were getting the basketball. Oh, inbound it right in front of their own bench. Kramer right into the post. Into Meyer with a spin move. She throws it up. She gets knocked to the ground, missed the shot, and then poked out of bounds by Knobloch. Pioneers Abrahamson will inbound it. Third quarter, nearly a 30-point lead. And still full court pressure being applied by West Lyon. Into the front court, Stoll gets it, drives it baseline, throws it over to Larson. A jumper from the baseline, goes up and around, can't drop through though. Gramstead with the rebound, pushing the pace all the way down the floor to Kramer. Pass it one side of the floor to the other, and then into Meyer. Montana reaches in, trying to poke it away from her, and she's called for the foul. And Montana Wilson will pick up her second personal.
Okoboji got to be careful, too, not to crank up too many fouls. No, it's a physical game. They're just tightly fighting for that basketball, but just one foul away from getting in the double bonus already in that first half. Out fouling West Lyon just about halfway through this third quarter, 3-1.
West Lyon with it. Up top with it is Kramer. Near side to Gramstead. Looks in. Nope. She'll shoot it. Rims out. Rebound being fought for. Brooklyn Meyer comes away with it. She spins it out in the lane, and they're going to call for a walk. She spun right into Lorenzen, who held her ground and was straight up and down. So 5-4 versus 6-1. The 5-4 wins, forcing a travel.
Well, how do you like that?
Being a 5'4" graduate myself, I love it. A little taller now, but here's a feed ahead by Meyer trying to lob it. After they got the steal in the backcourt, threw it forward into the front court, and it was missed. Goes out of bounds. Okoboji basketball into Lorenzen. Now Abrahamson will dribble to the left side. They'll try to trap her. She flips it into the front court to Larson and then gets it right back. They leave her open. Well, she shuffled her feet, but launches the three. No call. Three is good. Yeah. Nay Abrahamson with her first basket of the evening.
Well, hopefully that's the one that'll just open it up for Okoboji. Nice shot taken from that left wing. Maybe build on it.
Pass in. The entry pass stolen away by Stoll. Well, she nearly slipped. Looked like Curly Neal there for a minute. Into the front court. To the far side. Corner to Larson baseline. No. Back up top Stoll. They work it around to the right side, and it's a zone defense now being applied by West Lyon. They throw it over Abrahamson on the near side. Tipped off her fingers and out of bounds. West Lyon will take over, and Shayla Boschke making an entry into the game here with 3:29 remaining in the third quarter.
Let's hope she can be a difference maker.
Let's hope she's healthy.
Yeah, that first and foremost.
First, yes.
I want to get ahead of myself.
Meyer gets the ball at the free throw line. She drives in, gets harassed on the way, and a foul called. She missed the shot. She'll head to the free throw to shoot a pair.
Again, you can see that knee brace on Boschke. I was saying that just because definitely know she's got a very solid scoring prowess to her, and yeah, that leg injury definitely limiting her in these past few weeks. But just glad to see she's back out on the court, and a good call at least keep her out of the game up to this point.
First free throw was missed. Second free throw was made. Meyer staying at 50% from the free throw line. Abrahamson hands off the inbound pass to Larson, who runs it up the left side. Gets a quarter of the way up the court and is trapped. Bounces it back to Abrahamson, who spins around. She's going to have to hurry to get this in the front court. Runs it down the right side. Not in time. Another 10-second violation. Oh, no, a timeout by Coach Adams. Got it in just in time. 36-11. Okoboji trailing. Thanks some sponsors here. Is this my sponsor sheet? All right. Mitch says yes, Tim. The Hut Bar and Grill, thank you. And Consumers Lumber, United Community Bank, and Dr. Craig Newell, along with State Farm Insurance for sponsoring sports here on Y100. I'm Tim Peterson. He's Mitch Kieran. We are streaming live through ExploreOkoboji.com. Anywhere else right now, Mitch? Did we fix anything or no? We're
also rolling on our YouTube channel as well, so give us a subscribe there for YouTube at ExploreOkoboji.com, and you can catch all the games that we will also be video broadcasting for you this winter season for both basketball and a couple wrestling meets, and wonder if we're going to get any Boji Mammoths hockey. Not quite sure yet.
Most likely.
I would like to think so. We did at least you did a good job calling those games last winter, so be exciting to get back on the ice as well.
But I would like to get my skates and actually go skating sometime. I have ice skates. I just haven't ever gone out here. I don't know.
Yeah.
Aging thing. I guess I did it too much as a kid.
Yeah, you're not going to go on any natural ice, at least for some time now. But, hey, I'm not too upset having a green Christmas this year.
I'm just going to ice skate out to my fishing hole.
Oh, yeah.
No? Oh, nice feed. Look inside for the Pioneers. Right into it. To Lorenzen. It was thrown from the top of the arc off to the right side. And a cutting Lorenzen popped up in the middle of the lane and got a great feed from Larson, but then couldn't hit the shot. She drew the foul. It happens to be the third foul on Randy Childress. Puts Lorenzen at the free throw line where her first free throw rattles around and drops down. Lorenzen with 6 in the game. Second free throw, also perfect. Nice shooting by Olivia. Nice job getting a pass there from nice pass from Larson. 36-13. Into the front court. West Lyon into Meyer. Baseline pass from one side of the floor to the other. Into the hands of Metzger. Can't hit the shot. Wilson with the rebound. Hands it off to Lorenzen, who pushes it up the floor to Abrahamson, and getting back and bumping into each other. Abrahamson and Emma Meyer. The ball poked out of bounds by Emma Meyer. It'll stay with Okoboji. Larson inbound it. Gets it in. Lorenzen. Thought about a 3. No. Boschke with it now. Takes the dribble and hands it off to Larson. Looks in. Screen set. Takes it to the right. Nothing there. Hands it off to Lorenzen. Here's Abrahamson. Open 3 from the wing. Nope. Rebound Larson. Nobody on the backside. Larson wide open. Puts it right up and in.
Great putback.
Great positioning by Larson to put herself in the spot to get that rebound. She's looked good here the last couple possessions for Okoboji. Here's a feed into Meyer. Across the lane. Nobody on the backside. Nice look from Brooklyn Meyer. Getting it over to Metzger. Gets her second basket of the game. Abrahamson Larson in the front court. They call a jump ball on that. Larson was tied up, but looked to be a foul. Nothing called. Coach Adams not happy about it. If Larson had been able to get free and not get tied up, she had 2 players right down in the paint. She could have fired it to and easily got a basket, or at least a fantastic opportunity. Pioneers keep the basketball. Larson drives in the paint, lost her bounce, but is able to shuffle it off to Lorenzen. 3. Yeah. Olivia with another 3. It's her second of the game. 38-18. Feeding it in, getting it down the floor into Meyer, into the paint. And 3 seconds in the lane is called on Brooklyn Meyer. Well, a few calls I haven't seen in a while in high school basketball. 3 seconds in the lane tends to get overlooked a lot of times, and we've had that a couple times tonight. And we also had a carry earlier.
Well, slowly but surely, Okoboji doing a good job putting together some scores, but just like this West Lyon defense just continuing to make plays, and just sometimes right before Okoboji can even get it to half court. They just got them timed up and calculated.
They're doing a trap at midcourt after pressing in the backcourt, and that leads to another steal. This one by Metzger, and then Abrahamson picks up her 4th. Feed at the free throw line, and then hand it off to Meyer. She takes it right down the lane. Nobody stops her, and Brooklyn Meyer lays it up and in. Full court pressure remains after made baskets by West Lyon. Pioneers break it. They get into the front court. It's Helmers, but she's going to be trapped here. Picks up her dribble, and Coach Adams says timeout. Good decision by Coach Adams, who saw that Helmers was in trouble and took that timeout. It'll just be a 30-second timeout. 40-18 with 1:05 remaining, third quarter. Leading the way for West Lyon, Kennedy Kramer with 15. For Okoboji, leading the way, it's Lorenzen with 10. Coming up Saturday, tomorrow, Okoboji will be taking on GTRA. And Tuesday, they got Boyd and Hall. Also tomorrow, some people think it's a big thing going on in Iowa land and Hawkeye land, but Iowa Hawkeyes taking on the number 3 Iowa Hawkeyes will be taking on number 1, the Gonzaga Bulldogs, which can be heard on our sister station if I'm not correct.
Yep, I believe KUOO if I'm not mistaken, but we'll pull up that broadcast schedule for you shortly here.
Almost positive.
Yep.
Starts at 11 if I'm not mistaken too. I don't like being mistaken. We're saying mistaken a lot right now. Here's a mistake in the front court for Okoboji. They turn it over, running the floor. Bounce pass across the lane from Kramer to Knobloch. She lays it up and in. Lorenzen to Stoll in the backcourt. Back to Lorenzen. Up to Helmers. Tries to get it across midcourt. Can't do so. And a 10-second violation. That's the second one on Okoboji tonight. That press is paying off for West Lyon. Kramer into the front court with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bounces it. Knobloch gets it into the paint. Drops it down to Kramer. Her shot is blocked by Stoll. They kick it back out. Does West Lyon. They pick it up and drop it down. Randy Childress for three. 14 seconds to go. Stoll trying to get through this darn press. Starts it up, got near midcourt, and lost it. Went backwards. Now up to Helmers at midcourt. And she fires into the front court. It's stolen away, intended for Larson. With 1 second left, they throw it down. Kramer with the last second shot off the glass. Good. Her first points of the second half. And this lead is at 29. It's 47-18 at the end of the third quarter. West Lyon all over Okoboji Arnold's Park here in Milford. We'll be back with fourth quarter action when we return here on Y100.
This is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
What does it mean to be on a team? It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest, member FDIC.
Okoboji High School is proud to sponsor all Okoboji students in their activities. Okoboji High School wishes good luck to the Okoboji Pioneers as they work hard all season. Be proud to represent the Okoboji Pioneers in education and activities.
Mitch Kieran here in Milford for Arnold's Park Wildcats throwback night. The Okoboji Pioneers taking on the West Lyon Wildcats. That's West Lyon basketball at midcourt. They'll inbound it. Kennedy Kramer will bring it in. She's got 17 on the game. Work it around. Here's Brooklyn Meyer for a long three. Can't get it to go. Off a few fingertips, and Kramer gets it back to Meyer. Free throw down low. Nice look. And Knobloch lays it up and in from the low blocks. 31-point lead. Robinson at midcourt. Got it to Lorenzen, who lost a handle on it, but saved it from going out of bounds to Helmers. And then back to Robinson. Now Helmers with it from the wing. To the right side. Helmers left open for three. Yeah! Helmers knocks her first basket down of the evening. And it's a three ball from the side pocket. Gramstead. Rensler eventually gets into the hands of Knobloch. She missed the shot. Meyer got the rebound, and then she is fouled.
It's like Helmers knocked her down right after her shot, so easy call, going to put Meyer on the line.
Third personal foul for Helmers. Or check that, fourth personal. And just how it's gone for Meyer tonight. She misses her first free throw again. That's the third time in the second half she's missed her first free throw. And the second free throw, that one rattled out. She had made them. Rebounded, though, by Knobloch. She put it back up and couldn't get it to go. And Montana Wilson pulls down the rebound. Gets it to Helmers in the front court. Now Lorenzen with 7 minutes to go. Helmers from the wing. Drives right. Gets it baseline. Crossing into the paint to Robinson. Her shot is blocked, but right to Wilson, who puts it up and in. Montana with her first field goal of the night, coming in the fourth quarter with about 6:50 remaining. She's got three in the game. Here's a feed. Entry pass knocked away, but picked up by Meyer. Meyer would bring it in, and it looked like she traveled, and then she got hammered and knocked to the ground. She took one right to the nose, and they called the travel first.
Yeah, Wilson definitely looking a little shaken up after that.
It looked dangerous I thought more from Meyer. I thought she was taking an elbow to the face. Yeah. Robinson runs down the court, appears to be okay. Or not Robinson, Wilson. Robinson is already down. Robinson's down there. She's building a campfire. She's so okay. She's roasting marshmallows in the low blocks. Here goes Lorenzen to Helmers on the wing. Goes left to Stoll. Back over to Helmers, now to her left. Helmers dribbles in and then back out. Lorenzen gets the handoff and then back to Helmers. Brings it to the near side. Keeps going, feeds it into Wilson. One drop step shot up, no good. Wilson gets her own rebound and loses it between her feet. And two players tie it up. Wilson's one of them. Jump ball's called. It's going to stay with Okoboji. Wilson will inbound it. 6:10 to go in the ball game. 49-23, all West Lyon. Metzger checks back in for West Lyon. Wilson looking to inbound it, throws it up top to Lorenzen. Starts to drive and then threw it away. Right to Metzger. Kramer pushing the pace down the right side. Kick out, three on the way. No. Rebound comes bouncing around. Kramer is able to get it picked up. Now a three by Gramstead, no good, but the backside rebound by the person who missed the first three was Rentschler. She gets the rebound and the putback. Her first basket. 51-23. Lorenzen will slow things down. Stoll with it. Drives left into the low blocks to the right, trying to get a shot up, and she staggered her feet. Gets called for the travel. Good defense by Metzger. (23-51). Wilson will check out. Titterington will check back in. Into the front court. Gramstead, near side, three on the way, off the glass. Bank is open as Childress drains her third three of the game. Quickly down the floor, Helmers from the wing. Thought about it. No. Up top, Stoll. She'll launch one. Way short. Robinson tries to save it from going out of bounds, but she stepped her foot out of bounds before she could get to it. Go back to West Lyon. Just about 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Gramstead into the front court. To the far corner. Back up top to Gramstead. Near side. Rentschler to the near side corner. Childress will try another one, and yes, Childress will drain another one. So Randy Childress with her fourth three-pointer, and I'm going to go deep for this one. So we have a Childress on the court. AP played for the Vikings with Randy Childress, the head coach, or Brad Childress, the head coach. Pioneers wearing AP on their jerseys. I'm digging. You see where I'm going.
Oh, yeah.
Stoll drive, lay it up, no. Rebound, pulled down by Meyer. She's going to push the pace. Down the floor to Rentschler. Gets it in the low blocks, and Helmer's got back there to stop her, and she traveled.
A healthy amount of travel calls for the second half. So
that was Metzger, I'm sorry.
Either way, not quite the cleanest game for either of these teams. For Okoboji, just 23 points so far, and West Lyon 57. They are leading this one pretty well, but Okoboji has forced them to make a lot of mistakes that I don't think they like to make a whole lot.
There's a lot of turnovers in this game by both squads.
Yeah.
Entry pass, here's another one. Sails over the head from Titterington to Abrahamson, right out of bounds. West Lyon basketball. Childress inbounds it to Gramstead. She's got three in the game as she hits midcourt. 4 minutes to go. Quick touch passes. Childress to Meyer, and then she tried to go to Metzger, and that ball's thrown away. Another turnover. Robinson will come out. Wilson back in. Hits the sanitizer on the way to the bench. Lorenzen brings the ball down the floor. Guarded by Childress over to Emma Larson. Now Titterington on the far side. Back up top. Larson. Now Wilson about straight away. To Abrahamson. She takes a couple dribbles. Her foot's on the line as she launches a three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded West Lyon. Childress will bring it up the floor this time with 3.5 to go in the ball game. Hesitation, starts to drive. Poked away by Abrahamson, and Lorenzen picks it up. She forces it down the floor. Trying to get it back to Abrahamson, and Rentschler pokes it out of bounds. Brooklyn Meyer will come out of the game. I can only assume that'll be it for her. Pioneers basketball right at their own bench. Abrahamson inbounds it to Larson. She's got Titterington, Helmers, and Wilson with her on the floor. Larson dribbles in a little bit from the top of the key. Gets stopped, gives it to Abrahamson, who gives it back to Larson. She starts to drive right, nothing there. Then finds Helmers down the low block. She gets double teamed, and she is fouled. Just the third team foul for West Lyon in the second half. Helmers will inbound it. Slaps the basketball, starts the momentum of the movement, throws it up top to Larson. Screen to her right, doesn't use it, gives it up to Helmers instead. Gives it back, gets it to Abrahamson, straight away three, yeah! Elena Abrahamson with her second three of the half. 57-26 the score, West Lyon leading. Into the front court goes West Lyon, work it in and back out. Meyer with it, far side now, gave it up. Got new players in the game here for West Lyon. They try to entry pass it, it's poked away. Abrahamson comes away with it. She'll bring it all the way down the floor, and she tried to cross it up, but didn't do a crossover, crossed up herself, and gets called for the carry. So a turnover on Okoboji. Here's Emily Turwee with the basketball. Passes it off. Morgan Grotwald. Into the corner. Back out up top. Driving in is Emma Meyer, and she is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot a pair. .204 remaining, 57-26. A fifth foul called on Helmers. Well, that'll end McKenna's night. I think only the official and us have her down for 5. There, Poss comes in. Hey, you don't ever want to leave the game. So if they don't call you out, try to stay in and see if they catch it or not. Helmers will exit. She had 3 points on the evening. Free throw is up and good by Emma Meyer, her first point of the night. Next free throw is up, and that is good. No backcourt pressure this time. Poss will bring it into the front court. Dribbles around, Titterington trying to screen, nothing there. Then Poss picks it up and able to fire it over to Larson, and she's bumped from behind as she came out to get the ball. Foul call on Gramstead. I'll check that on Emma Meyer, her first. Rensler comes out of the game. Abrahamson to inbound it. Gets it in to Poss. Over to Titterington. Low post to Abrahamson. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebounded by West Lyon. It was Turwee. She gives it off. Down the floor. Down the right side. And kick back out. 3 on the way there. No good. Hit back rim. Rebounded by Poss. She's got Wilson down the floor, but it's picked from her before she can get it down there. Driving in and having her shot blocked. Blocked was Meyer. Blocked by Titterington. Goes out of bounds. Morgan Robinson will check back in. With my bad eyes in these rosters tonight being purple, I'm having a difficult time reading them. I need to blown up a lot more. His glasses just aren't strong enough this evening. 3 on the way for West Lyon. No good. Rebound being touched by everybody. Finally goes out of bounds. Off of West Lyon. Arnold's Park. Okoboji brings it down the floor. Poss into the front court. Over to Titterington. Titterington with it. Now Abrahamson does a circle. Floats one in from the elbow. Can't get it to go. Poked out of there by Larson. It's going to go up the near side. It should be West Lyon basketball, and it is. 48 seconds remaining. All West Lyon, 59-26.
So we got a girls final from KUOO tonight. Esterville Lincoln Central girls all over Spirit Lake, 48-21. So here's a steal from
Abrahamson.
Yeah, she brings it up the court, and it looks like a couple of one-sided affairs. West Lyon gets another steal, and
Turwey taking that one away.
Okoboji surely with a lot more to work on after this matchup.
Titterington gets a rebound off a missed shot by West Lyon. Gives it off to Larson. 20 seconds to go as Larson hits midcourt. Top of the key. Robinson pops wide open in the middle of the lane as Larson gets knocked hard to the ground. Poss and Abrahamson checking on her. Now Robinson will come over, and Larson's shaken up, and they're going to call an intentional foul, I believe.
Just a straight shove almost.
It was an intentional foul. Larson still down on one knee. Coach Ryan Brasser talking to the officials. He's a West Lyon coach. Larson gets up, and she got knocked pretty good. It doesn't look like a body part injury.
And maybe got the wind knocked out of her.
And it wasn't like a body part, meaning like a bad knee or an ankle or something. That's what I was meaning. Yep, you're right.
Not a limb.
Not a limb. So an intentional foul is called.
Larson received the basketball, and like we saw, just a straight shove, and she hit the hardwood ground hard as a couple coaches help her off the court. Will bring Ella Stoll to the charity stripe.
Her first free throw is good. That foul, intentional foul, was on sophomore Emily Turwey, a 6-foot forward for West Lyon. Second free throw, no good. And it'll be Okoboji basketball at midcourt on the near side with 15 seconds to go. 59-27 the score. Abrahamson inbounds it into Poss at midcourt. Here's Robinson, back to Poss, handing it off. Drives to the elbow, tries to shoot it. Goes right to Stoll instead in the low blocks, and Ella Stoll with the turnaround shot good.
Good movement.
That'll do it for this ball game as time runs out as West Lyon brings it into the front court. 59-29, a big win for West Lyon here in Milford. Well,
wasn't quite the cleanest game of basketball. As you mentioned, a lot of turnovers, and especially as the way it ended, that intentional foul, just a physical one for that, but definitely for Okoboji. Still a lot of things to work on. Definitely saw some positives. They did challenge a very good Siouxland Conference team offensively. Didn't quite put up the points they were hoping to, but for Okoboji, they really got to find a way to get in a groove on offense, and a lot faster than starting to shoot the ball a lot. They did shoot the ball a lot better in the second half, but like I said, you just got to start that a lot sooner.
Just couldn't get into rhythm. Too many turnovers. Got to tighten things up, and you're allowed to have a bad game here or there. Just continually get better and get stronger. Mm-hmm. Well, Pioneers remain winless, and that'll send us into our post game. It is brought to you by the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Hi, this is Kayleen, the service manager at Okoboji Motor Company. 2020 has been a year of change and uncertainty. Our hours are the same, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have the same experienced staff you've learned to trust to care for your vehicle needs. We will continue to support our communities and our schools because we care about you, our customers. Our service department is constantly running specials. Check them out at okobojigmtoyota.com. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay loyal, as we will for you. Thank you. Okoboji Motor Company, Service Department.
Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
This is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
What does it mean to be on a team? It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Okoboji High School is proud to sponsor all Okoboji students in their activities. Okoboji High School wishes good luck to the Okoboji
Pioneers drop to 0-6, or make the 0-7 on the season. West Lyon improves to 5-1 on the season. Some final stats and numbers of this game, as there's a pause going on here in the gym. I should let people know that somebody had to be taken out via stretcher, not a player. Somebody in the stands. I don't know if it was a seizure or what happened, but so it's pausing what's going on, the action here. So this boys' game going to take a little longer to get to. Here's the final stats and numbers from the girls' game. For West Lyon, Kennedy Kramer had 17 points, 15 of those coming in the first half. Haley Knobloch with 11. Mallory Gramstead with 3. 2 points from Emma Meyer. Brooklyn Meyer ends up with just 8. Taylor Rensselaer with 2. 4 for Xavier Metzger, and 12 for Randy Childress. All 3-pointers for Randy Childress. She had 4 of them. For the Okoboji Pioneers, Olivia Lorenzen ends up with 10 points. Ella Stoll with 5. 3 for McKenna Helmers, 3 for Montana Wilson, 2 for Emma Larson, and 6 for Lene Abrahamson. Final score is 59-29, West Lyon all over Okoboji Arnold's Park here tonight.
Well, for West Lyon, that win's going to notch them at least until we know the results of their game. Tie at the top of the Siouxland Conference with Sibley Cheaton at 5-1, as that's a team Okoboji ran into and kind of saw the same struggles once again offensively. Couldn't quite put up the points they were hoping to, and overall, like we were talking about, just couldn't get in that rhythm. And eventually, Okoboji, with this first half of the season coming to a close here shortly, hopefully they can use a bit of this break in between the first and second semester and in between the season to at least start putting the pieces together. We know John Adams, as I said, that at least chemistry-wise, this team is on the same page, but it just so far has not been translating to the court. And so far tonight we saw a lot of fouls, but definitely still causing some headaches for West Lyon. But Okoboji once again just falling into just that slippery hole where you just see turnover after turnover, and just bad plays and forced shots, and eventually those just piled on each other, and West Lyon was easily able to create separation.
You get excited because you start to see the teams come together a little bit, and then they have a bad step back tonight. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was against a good West Lyon team, though.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it's still a setback, and you really got to cut down these turnovers. The turnovers been killing the Pioneers so far this year.
Yeah, and it's only just a matter of time, too. We know that these are girls that have been in the program. We know this is a well-coached team that definitely believes in the players, encourages them. We can all see that, but eventually
we're just going to have to see. It's just going to take one of these games where we can finally pick up that first win, and eventually we're going to start to see a little bit more positivity, a little bit more, of excitement in the air when these girls take the court. But eventually, you just got to start somewhere.
And the girls have worked hard. If you follow them on social media at all, you see that they're staying after practices, maybe even after games, shooting extra shots, doing what's needed. But more needs to be done. But they're working on it.
Yeah, obviously it had to be a weird preseason for every team. Every team has got to face adversity and uncertainty, especially when coming into this new season. But eventually, the hard work should pay off for this Okoboji girls team.
And they still got some young players, so hopefully it does. Let's flip the script here, and we'll get into the boys' game here momentarily. We'll take a short break and come back and get into the pregame and everything, get talking boys basketball. That'll be coming up next right here on Y100.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we are member-owned. That means everyone who gets their power from Iowa Lakes is also an owner. That's the cooperative difference.
The power is yours at your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
She shoots, she scores! Touchdown Pioneers. Wow, what a throw. Hey Pioneer fans, this is Kurt Karstens with Karstens Financial Group in Arnold's Park. And no matter the season, I want to wish all of our athletes and coaches the best of luck for a fun, healthy season. Go Pioneers!
Welcome back to the pregame show on Y100, brought to you in part by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake. And now we're talking with head coach of the Okoboji Pioneers boys basketball team, Ryan Stumbo. Coach, thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, Coach, you're currently on a good streak right now, 4-1, following a hard-fought win, 59-52 over Central Lyon on Tuesday night. Once again, take us through that game.
Yeah, I thought that game was definitely a defensive grind. I think both teams guarded really well, and it was a very physical game, and they did a really nice job with their defensive game plan and execution, and made things difficult for Lucas. And it was one of those games where both sides were just gutting it out, and we were fortunate and very happy to do enough there in the second half to build in a positive way to come out with a win. But it was a lot of tough, just scrappy-hearted plays out there from our guys, and we were really proud that they buckled down and found a way through the physicality of that game.
And it looks like tonight's matchup should be another tough one, too, against West Lyon. They're currently 2-2 to start off the year, but all these Siouxland Conference games could go either way, and they all count. So what's the game plan for the West Lyon Wildcats?
Yeah, it's going to be another physical contest, I think. They take pride in playing tough, and we're going to have to really focus on our defensive fundamentals and do what we need to do to keep them off the glass and limit their second chance opportunities, work to keep guys in front of us and contest looks, really work to try to keep the ball out of the paint. They have some talented bigs as well, and it's like every game in our conference, we don't really pay attention to the records, as crazy as that might sound, just because we know we're going to have to bring our best game every single night. So we expect another, hard-fought game, and we're excited for another opportunity to compete.
Well, tonight it's going to be the Wildcats of West Lyon versus the Wildcats of Arnold's Park, a.k.a. the Okoboji Pioneers. We're looking forward to that matchup. But, Coach, before I let you go, it's going to be another quick turnaround, a couple more games before the first semester break. On Saturday, actually, it's going to be you guys against Grettinger Terrell, Ruth Van Ayrshire, and then currently undefeated, you're going to be taking on Boyden Hull this Tuesday. So what's it going to take for the guys to really round out the first half of this year on a strong note?
Yeah, have preached a lot this year, just really kind of being focused and locking in. And we kind of had the mindset just taking one thing at a time, one game at a time, and just being present and really committing to kind of the task at hand. So it's going to be a busy stretch for us here going back to back. And then Boyden Hull obviously is a very, very good team. But I know this group will be excited. I know they just like to get out there and battle and compete. And if we can stay kind of tough-nosed like we have been, we hope that more good things will come.
Well, hey, one game at a time, and tonight it should be another fun matchup between West Lyon and Okoboji, and we've been talking with Ryan Stumbo, head coach of the boys basketball team for the Okoboji High School Pioneers. Coach, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck in the matchup.
Thank you.
A lot of them have new shoes on.
News Shopper would like to wish the Okoboji Pioneers and area sports teams the best of success this season. The Lakes News Shopper appreciates all the hard work and dedication that the student athletes and coaches put into their seasons and are very proud of the Pioneers.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906. Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sport Surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires. Cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
At Iowa Lakes Electric Cooperative, we are member-owned. That means everyone who gets their power from Iowa Lakes is also an owner. That's the cooperative difference.
The power is yours at your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
She shoots, she scores! Touchdown Pioneers. Wow, what a throw. Hey Pioneer fans, this is Kurt Karstens with Karstens Financial Group in Arnold's Park. And no matter the season, I want to wish all of our athletes and coaches the best of luck for a fun, healthy season. Go Pioneers!
Transitioning from the girls to the boys game here. Okoboji boys have taken the court in their throwback jerseys this evening, as it is throwback night to Arnold Park Wildcat days, and the Wildcats happen to be the opponent. The boys will be taking on from West Lyon. They come into the game with a record of 2 wins, 2 losses. Spit it out, Timmy. Dan DeYoung, the head coach for the Wildcats, and Ryan Stumble for the Wildcats. See what I did there?
Yeah, very good. It's Wildcats tonight, but another battle between two very balanced and competitive teams in the Siouxland Conference right now. It's Okoboji just right behind Boyden Hull. They're 5-0 in the Siouxland Conference, and that's going to be a big matchup this Tuesday. So that's going to be a fun one to watch as well. We'll have coverage of that one. And West Lyon not too far down the standings at 2-2, but even to go back to last year, we know just how competitive West Lyon can be, and from the looks of it, they got a lot of players returning and a lot with great size, and if anything, we know, like the way the girls were coached and from what we've seen from the boys' teams, they are a physical defensive bunch, and they know really how to grind out some wins. But one thing that's for certain in the Siouxland Conference is either game could go back and forth. Now, we saw one heck of a matchup Tuesday night between Okoboji and Central Lyon. On any given night, it could be anybody's basketball game, but so far, Okoboji, a big difference, I think, from last year is they've already are out to a good, fast start to this year, finding ways to close out ball games against good teams, and that's a big reason why they're 4-1 right now. But tonight's contest, it's probably going to come down to who's going to fit their game plan, play their game of basketball more, and just who wants it more and who's going to grind it out. That Central Lyon game was a lot of fun at the end, too, because Lucas Lorenzen was able to get a steal and go in just about at the very end of the game, like almost at expiration point, and slammed one home as the nail went in the coffin, and they come out with a 59-52 win in that one. That was a lot of fun to see, because, you know, a lot of times this year we've seen him go up and try to get one of those dunks. This one he was just left wide open and did a two-handed slamma-jamma. Well, for Lucas Lorenzen, he was at 19 points for Tuesday night. Now, that's a pretty solid night for basketball, but a little shy of his average of around 30. So when you look at Lucas Lorenzen and that reigning conference leader in scoring, you know defenses are going to be looking to him first. They're going to try to trap him, going to try to get multiple defenders on him and just get tough in his face. And I think Central Lyon had a little bit more success than other teams that we've already seen so far this year. But that also opened the door for Will Hoffman to put up 12 points, and Will Jensen with 20. So, you know, there are weapons around Lucas Lorenzen on this Okoboji team. Ryan Stumbo likes to point out. You also got Justin Vaughn and Jaden Heller, very good defenders for that Okoboji defensive side. So this is a very well-balanced Okoboji team. And once you can get a good look, you know that it's just going to be a matter of who's going to step up and lead the Pioneers on any given night. You know, it was nice to see that last game, too. Lorenzen somewhat shut down in that game. With, you know, you only had, 6 points in the first half, and it was other guys that's stepping up. So if he does get shut down, if he is having an off night, it's good to see other players on the team can step in and fill in some of that scoring role. And we know for Okoboji, they don't have the most depth. It's just about 9 players usually that we see dressed up, but we know that they are always ready to get back out of that court. This is a well-conditioned team. They're always playing tough for a full 4 quarters, so you can't ask for much more. And so far, these guys have been doing their jobs just shy of perfect, I would like to say, as if right now at 5-0, that'd be a pretty easy statement to make. But they're still going to have their hands full tonight for West Lyon. I'm sure they're chomping at the bit for this matchup. It's always a lot of fun between Okoboji and West Lyon, and I, for one, am looking forward to it. Well, this is our pregame show, and it is brought to you by Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake, online at lakeshealth.org. We'll come back in a moment with the start of this game. It's just a few minutes away here on Y100. We'll have the starters and the tip-off when we return here on Y100. Now the scoreboard shut off. I don't know how much time. Would like to wish the Okoboji Pioneers and area sports teams the best of success this season. The Lakes News Shopper appreciates all the hard work and dedication that the student athletes and coaches put into their seasons and are very proud of the Pioneers.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906. Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sport surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Thanks to Brian back at the studios, keeping us on air and keeping us rolling. It's the time for the boys basketball game between Okoboji or I should say Arnold's Park. It's Wildcat night here in Milford, taking on West Lyon against the other Wildcats. Let's get to the starters. We'll start with what I believe is West Lyon. The scoreboard is having problems here, so I'm going to somewhat guess as to what West Lyon's starting lineup looks like. It'll be 5'11" senior Zach Van Beek. He's a senior Ryan Hugeveen at 5'11", 6'4", Jackson Meyer, a junior, Aaron Myberg at 6'6", and senior Cade Warner, a 6'4" senior. For the Okoboji Pioneers, it'll be 5'11" senior Will Hoffman, 6'4" junior Lucas Lorenzen, 6' senior Will Jensen, 6' senior Jaden Heller, and 6'3" Justin Vaughn. And as Mitch mentioned in the pregame there, this West Lyon team brings in a lot of height. I mentioned 6'4", 6'6", and 6'4" on their front line, and jumping for him will be Jackson Meyer at 6'4" against 6'4" Lucas Lorenzen.
And not just good height, but also good build. It's almost like you see this team and they might be good at football or something.
Looking for number 22, Aaron Myberg, who's not starting at 6'6". See if I can find what other starters on the floor here for him. Blue jerseys for West Lyon, left to right. White jerseys for the Pioneers, right to left. Tip pulled back into the backcourt, and West Lyon is able to scoop it up. And there's the other starter, Javen Meyer, a junior. A lot of Myers in these two games tonight. Man-to-man defense on the near side, working it in. And back out up top. West Lyon gets it into the paint. Van Beek out to the corner. Now driving in, jump-stepping. Hugeveen gets a shot to go up in the low blocks area. Rolls it in off the glass. 2-0 West Lyon.
Good ball movement on that first possession, and West Lyon looking quick on the court, so they're going to try to set the tone early, and they do so with a quick score.
Streaking through the lane and laying it up nicely is Will Hoffman.
But hey, look at Okoboji answering right back, and he filled his lane perfectly.
There's a three on the wing for West Lyon, and the bank is open in this one as Hugeveen knocks it down. He's got all 5 so far. Oh, Wildcats, the Arnold's Park Wildcats, these jerseys say are white. They have, it says Arnold's Park on the front with their numbers on the back. It says typically where your name would be. It says Wildcats. Driving into the lane, it's Lorenzen. Can't get it, pops out near side, grabs it by Jensen. He gives it to Lorenzen, and he shuffled his feet.
Yeah, you see Jensen giving a pat on the back. You don't want Lorenzen to already press just after that one possession. He looked like he got kind of stiffly blocked there, lose possession of his first shot, and that time travel as he loses control of his footing underneath him. So
I think he might have just slipped there.
Yeah.
Here's an entry pass, high-low, and out over the head of Meyer, Jackson Meyer. So I checked ahead of time. Javen Meyer, Jackson Meyer, Darren Meyer. There is a relation between 2 of them, but not all of them. But they are related to the girls from the last game, but it was too much for me to figure out. I carried the one and said I passed. I went and took study hall instead. Here's a 3 by Jensen. Yeah! From the near side corner, or wing. It's good. Tie ball game, 5-5. Jackson Meyer back out. Javen Meyer will drive in, and then gets into the paint, throws it up, gets it to roll, and gets the foul. 6'2" Javen Meyer getting the start tonight, getting the hoop and the harm. And the foul goes on Will Jensen, his first. Mitch, it's very important I keep a good book in this one, even though it's more difficult during the boys' game because it goes so fast, just because the scoreboard isn't lighting up. Free throw by Meyer, no good. Rebound, Arnold's Park. Lorenzen drives down from the elbow, pulls, pops, and hits. Lucas with 2.
Already feels like so much scoring out of the gates here. Tied up at 7, and just some clean shots taken early. And look at this. Westline already back on the scoreboard. They're just scoring at will.
Van Beek to the right, up right to the rack. He lays it up. Lorenzen brings it down the floor. He tries the same thing. Can't get it to fall. Vaughn with the rebound on the inside, and he can't get it. Lorenzen tries a tip. Then he tries to push it up and in, and that works. That'll score it 9-9. Back the other way. Javen to Jackson down low. Little bump in the paint. Can't get the shot to go. Pioneers with the rebound. Hoffman brings it across midcourt, running it down all the way to the low blocks, throwing it up and in. Boy, they're liking the fast pace tonight. Missed the shot. Jackson Meyer with the rebound. Hands it off right down the floor. Van Beek has it poked away as he got into the paint, but it goes right to his teammate Hugavine. Hugavine will get a shot up. No good. Vaughn gobbles up the rebound. 9-9 under 4:45 to go, first quarter. Hoffman slows it down, gets it to Heller. Heller straight away. Thought about a three, drive in right side. He's got a seam, got a crease, got a basket. Gets it down low, throws it up, and hits it. Jaden Heller with 2. It's 11-9. Pioneers with the lead. To the left, Van Beek. Nope. Hoffman guarding, man-to-man. Here's Hugavine straight away. Goes to his right, Heller guarding him. Bounces it low into the blocks, and then a pass from there into the paint. And a foul is committed. It's going to be called on Hoffman. That pass went from Javen Meyer into Van Beek, but a foul called. Mitch, did you happen to see who the foul was called on?
Couldn't quite get that one for you.
I missed it too. Inbound on West Lyon. The foul was on Okoboji. They inbound it. Does West Lyon work it around, back down, far side blocks into Jackson Meyer, and he's fouled by Vaughn as he goes up. He'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Jackson Meyer, the leading scorer for West Lyon.
This last personal foul charge to Vaughn, already 3-team on Okoboji, and we're just blazing through this first quarter. 4:11 on the clock, and that free throw is good to make it 11-10. This one could possibly tie it up for West Lyon.
Meyer dribbles once, spins it back to himself, and fires it up. Front rim, no good. And Jensen grabs the rebound. Jensen will bring it up the left side for Okoboji. Over to Heller. Into Vaughn. Vaughn on the low blocks, far side, hands it off to Lorenzen, tries to go baseline, spin, jumps, odd angle shot, but gets it to go. He was almost behind the backboard. Lucas Lorenzen now has 6 in the first quarter out of the 13. Van Beek into the front court. Javen Meyer. Van Y gets it off and down in the blocks to Jackson Meyer. Turnaround fade. Won't go. Rebounded on the near side by Hugavine. He draws a foul, misses the shot. That foul on Jaden Heller will send Hugavine to the free throw line to shoot a pair. He's got 5 points so far, and we'll look to add to it here. Free throw is up and good. Caleb Folkens, a junior at 5'11", will check into the game for West Lyon. Well, West Lyon once again with the blue unis. Black and white writing on them. Going left to right on the radio dial. Second free throw is up. Rims out. Or hit the rim off the backboard. No good. Lorenzen with the rebound. He brings it down the floor. Looking to go to the rack. Makes a move. Takes down low paint. Blocks. Missed the shot, but drew a foul. That foul will come on Hugavine. Lorenzen will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Very good free throw shooter this year. Free throw is up and good. We should mention the cheerleaders getting different unis to wear. Purple shirts with white writing saying Arnold Park Wildcats, and they also got some nice pom-poms that match with the purple and white. Lorenzen's free throw is good. Made them both. 15-11, 4-point lead Pioneers against the other Wildcats on a Wildcat night. Van Beek with it, hands it up. Hugavine. Near side, Van Beek from the wing, back up top, Meyer, swing it left side. Hugavine starts right, gets to the paint and kicks it out. Check that was Van Y. Ends up in Van Beek's hands. He'll hand it off, they work it around again. Folkens with it, he'll drive into the paint. That's Van Y. And a traveling call. I got mixed up, folks. If you couldn't follow along, neither could I. But it's a turnover on West Lyon.
Yeah, there's a reason for it. So far, these Reds have been all on top of those traveling calls tonight, but not saying they're wrong, but Okoboji with the basketball now, trying to build on their lead.
Lorenzen to Hoffman in the corner. He'll drive in, jump, step, kick out. Heller, step back on the wing, tries the entry pass. Boy, that was just not a good-looking pass. Picked off. Back the other way. Van Wy on the far sidelines gets fouled from behind, and if that's on Jensen, that's his second. It is.
Yeah, so far already 5 team fouls, and we still got 2:36 left in the first quarter. All those on Okoboji, just the one for West Lyon. It's just been such an up-tempo game, so.
Harms will check in for Jensen. Cade Warner checks back into the game for West Lyon. Up top with the basketballs, Van Beek gives it off. Here's Van Wy. Warner will get it, drive into the lane. He's shuffling all around, and they finally do call a traveling call on him. Vaughn had the defensive coverage. And a turnover for West Lyon. 15-11, 2:20 to go. First quarter. Lorenzen will bring the ball down the floor. Into the front court, over to Heller. Heller holding straight away, near side, Harms. Up top, Hoffman. Lorenzen on the near side wing. Takes it down the lane, and a foul committed, a bump at about the free throw line. Lorenzen goes to the ground and gets up. His left ankle hurting. Trying to run it off. She happened to catch that foul. I'm going to be off a little bit on my book tonight, I think. Lorenzen's still walking it off. They're giving him some time.
Yeah, you hate to see this. Lorenzen actually looking like he is in pain. You can see him wincing a little bit, and some of the coaches going to head back in and check him out. So this is
he was running around, but it definitely looked like he was in pain.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to tough it out, and at least he exited the court at his own will. It's going the other way now with West Lyon.
Got picked off, that inbound pass did. Van Wy to the free throw line, kicks it near side to Warner. Warner looking in, gets it into Javon Meyer to the corner. Van Beek traveled.
Another traveling call. West Lyon really letting those pile up now, but Lorenzen, that is not the player you want to lose here, and Coach Stumbo going to burn a full timeout here just to really rally the troops and get settled back in with a new game plan.
Full timeout, minute 48 to go, 15-11. Okoboji, Arnold's Park leading West Lyon by 4. We'll be back in a minute right here on Y100.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold's Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold's Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well, people that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
Thanks to everybody listening in tonight or watching this evening. Okoboji and West Lyon, 4-point lead to Okoboji basketball, and Fife just had to go off his foot and into the backcourt. Over and back, Lucas Lorenzen in the locker room, sustaining an ankle injury of some sort. We'll wait to see what happens with that. So Zach Fife into the game and replacing him. Van Beek will take the basketball midcourt, bring it into the front court. To Warner, Javon Meyer, near side. Van Beek beyond the arc, they enter it in, kick it out. Long shot on the way, rebound no good, or basket no good, rebound to Heller. Heller pushes it up the floor, right side, wide open, Fife, left open, 3, no. Rebound on the inside by Hoffman, he'll bring it right back out up top. Nice job by Hoffman getting the board. Gives it up to Heller, guarded by Javon, bumped at the elbow. No call, picks up his dribble, now hits Harms, who traveled with it. Another travel call in this game.
There's been a handful of travel calls on both of these teams. So we're seeing another substitution at Arnold Park. Aiden Doms, 6'6", so this is going to be much needed. Forward, you're going to need this game, standing in at 6'6", so Okoboji going to try to use him to get some boards.
Yeah, and try to match some height.
Mm-hmm.
In the front court, Meyer with it. They feed it inside to Meyer in the lane. Jackson, he'll kick it out. 3 on the way, and it's good from Aaron Myberg.
Much needed shot there for West Lyon to finally close that gap. They got a great setup, 3 from the corner.
Now right down the lane, getting a shot up was Hoffman, looking for a foul, nothing called, rebounded by Van Beek. Or check that Van Wy. Van Wy pushes it down the floor. There's a 3 on the way once again. Off the hands of the guy who just hit one, Myberg. He's got back-to-back trays. Had no hesitation on that one. It's 17-15, 2-point lead. Just like that for West Lyon, a 6-0 run. Hoffman in the front court, near side to Harms. Harms to his right. Gives it up. Well, that was Harms to Hoffman, and a foul way far away. It's an offensive foul on Aiden Doms.
Yeah, I was just not even close to the ball there. Doms on the other half of the court. Harms couldn't even get much going there. Tried to drive the lane, but that play just whistled dead before Okoboji had a shot.
2-point lead, 4 seconds left. Ball comes in, backcourt, Van Beek. Runs it to midcourt, 2 seconds. Throws it up for the rim as an alley-oop. And Jackson Meyer couldn't handle the pass. Goes out of bounds, and that'll end the first half. West Lyon with a lead here after 1 quarter of play, 17-15. They're leading. Well, we'll get into our second quarter action when we return right here on Y100.
Imagine a surgery with less pain, where it's minimally invasive. You have a faster recovery and you receive better results. At Lakes Regional Healthcare, the only hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery in Northwest Iowa, surgeons provided robotic surgeries for orthopedic, gynecological, and general surgical procedures such as hip and knee replacement, hysterectomies, colon resections, gallbladder removal, hernia repairs, and more. So when you need surgery, look to the only area hospital with comprehensive robotic surgery. Look to Lakes Regional Healthcare in Spirit Lake.
At United Community Bank, we're actively engaged in developing, strengthening, and energizing our communities by investing in people and their hopes and dreams for the future. Let us go to work for you, supporting your goals and helping you succeed. We look forward to being a part of your financial future. United Community Bank, with locations in Milford, Okoboji, Hartley, Ocheyedan, and Lake Park. Member FDIC.
United Community Bank, dedicated to your financial success.
15 to 17. Okoboji trailing, but they have the basketball. They'll get it inbounds, and he gets bum rushed at midcourt. And Hoffman trying to do something with it. Was not expecting to be jumped like that and trapped. So Coach Stumbo takes a wise timeout. Caught him off guard there a little bit, Mitch. Yep. He didn't expect him to get bum rushed.
Well, West Lyon finally just got back out in front of this one thanks to 2 clutch 3-pointers there close to the end of the first quarter. But, yeah, you said it. West Lyon just kind of just charged him all of a sudden there. Didn't want to break the plane for backcourt violation. But just a quick timeout here. Stumbo just going to try to get a play going, and Okoboji going to try to find a way to get back in a groove without Lucas Lorenzen. We still don't see him after he left well into that first quarter, just limping off the court.
Will Hoffman did a good job there, too. As he got the ball thrown to him at midcourt, he did a good job not stepping into the backcourt. He was right there. And then Stumbo took a wise timeout. So we'll try again here. Heller to inbounder, far side, just into the front court. Gets it into Hoffman. They're looking to do a trap, so they're running a zone. Kick it near side. 3 on the way. Jensen rims out. Rebounded. And we're heading the other way by West Lyon. Myberg had the rebound. Inside to Jackson Meyer. A turnaround fade. Goes, and he's fouled. That'll put him at the line for a 3-point play. That foul on Justin Vaughn, his second. Jackson Meyer's first field goal of the game here. Got 3 points. looking to make his 4th from the charity stripe, and does. Kind of shoots a line drive free throw. It goes. Van Beek's going to come in the backcourt, pick up Hoffman, but they just go over to Jensen with the basketball. He'll walk it into the front court, trailed by Heller. Top of the key, does some fancy work, hits Doms at the free throw line. Now he hands it off to Hoffman, kick it near side to Jensen. And a traveling call. Jensen went up with it and had nobody. Just pass it to.
Just didn't pull the trigger that time. Was going for a shot, didn't know to pass, and he got caught just in the air holding on to it, and definitely one of the easiest travel calls in this one.
Mark and Mark checking in and listening to us a little bit this evening. Driving down the left side and then stopped on the Lions, or the West Lyon. 3, Myberg again. This time the far side of the court. His 3rd 3 at a 23-15, and Okoboji's needing Lucas Lorenzen to heal quickly on whatever's ailing him. In the front court, Hoffman. Straight away, dribbling, drives left, throws it up off the glass, can't get it to go. No. Rebound Heller. He'll kick it back up top to Jensen. Jensen thought about doing something. No. Moves it over the near side to Hoffman. Hoffman backs it out. Right side to Heller. Nothing going on there. Guarded by Javen Meyer. Drives now into the lane. Throws it. Nope, he does not. He passes it off, but a foul occurred before he did. A bump on the way in. That foul on Javen Meyer. Pioneers will inbound far side. Hoffman with it. Baseline, 3-point area. He'll drive free throw line. Throw one up. Can't get it to go with the left. Rebounded by Warner. Being forced to bring it down the floor is Warner as Hoffman puts some pressure in the back court. Gets it off to Javen Meyer. It's Myberg coming in, and now a kick out. 3 on the way. No good off of Warner's hand. Rebound is going to be over the back, I believe, called on. It is an over the back on Jackson Meyer. Jackson's first. 23-15, 6:05 remaining, first half. Okoboji, Arnold's Park, Wildcats, Pioneers trailing West Lyon, Wildcats. Heller will bring the ball down the floor. Guarded by Meyer. Goes to his left. Still going. Runs it down low. Blocks. Feeds it over to Vaughn. Nothing he can do with it. Tries to kick out of there, and the ball's stolen away. Back down the floor, Hugavine. Stops. Throws over to Van Beek, near side. He'll give it to Javen Meyer. 3-pointer from the baseline area. Up. No good. Rebound. And a foul is going to be called as Heller fell over Javen Meyer. So Javen's going to pick up the foul. His second personal. Okoboji will get the ball. Meyer comes out of the game. Heller inbounds it to Jensen and gets it right back, and he'll bring it down the floor. He's got Doms, Vaughn, and Hoffman on the floor with him. Doms has it now near side. Up top, Jensen sets a screen for him. Sets another screen and reverses the way he goes, does Jensen, but nothing going on, so he'll hand it off to Hoffman. Hoffman starts left, goes right and back to his left, over to the near side. Vaughn beyond the arc. Vaughn up top, back to Jensen. Nothing going on. Jensen calling for a clear out. Heller doesn't give him one. Posts up down low and gets the ball, throws it up top to Hoffman. Hoffman will drive in, and then he'll kick it back out to Jensen, and a nice defense by West Lyon as the crowd applauds. Jensen up top straight away, drives in. 8-footer won't go. Jensen had his own rebound, and then he gets tied up, but he said no. Said Hugavine had part of the arm. So a foul on Riley Hugavine.
Wow, West Lyon really did not like that call, but Okoboji really just needs to find an opening here as you see that drive. Nothing opening up from that West Lyon D, just kick out after kick out. Not quite putting up a shot until Jensen pulled the trigger on one, but still waiting the first score of this third quarter, and there's another turnover.
Heller tried to find Doms, who had an opening, just couldn't get him the block, and it's stolen away. Back down, recycled, far side, corner 3, baseline's good. Caleb Folkens, who came in for Hugavine just a second ago, hits the 3, and it's a 26-15 lead, a big lead here by West Lyon. The Pioneers playing without Lorenzen. Jensen near side. Goes to his right. Gets a screen from Doms. Nothing going. Falcons goes for a steal. Jensen has nothing to do with it. Now Doms fakes it, goes into the paint, gets a shot up, won't go. Rebound being fought for, and Doms thought he tied up Myberg. Instead, he gets called for the foul. And Aiden picks up his second personal. Jackson Meyer will check back in. 26-15, 4:19 to go in the half. And that's a bonus shot. Myberg will head to the free throw line to shoot a 1-on-1. He's got 9 to look for his 10th and 11th point in the game here, but it's only guaranteed the first shot. Myberg slams the ball to the ground twice, bends his knees, shoots it, and sinks it. That'll give him a bonus shot. So we got 10 in the game. Steps up to the free throw line. Once again, slams it down twice, spins the ball, shot up, and this one's no good. Vaughn gobbles up the rebound, and then he threw it to the defense. He meant to throw it to Heller, and did a lazy pass, and it was picked off. And a three-point play after a foul was committed. And that was Van Wy who stole that one away. They called that on Vaughn, if I'm not mistaken. That would be his third. It is. He'll come out of the game.
Got to find a way to start cleaning up these mistakes or just continuing to pile it up. West Lyon is going on a very impressive run here. I think that is, yeah, that should now be 18-0 since Okoboji led 15-11.
Free throw rattles around, no good. They missed the extra shot there. The three-point play is not complete. Adam Dom's got the rebound. Gives it up to Hoffman in the front court. Here comes Heller. Heller straight away looking for somebody. A lot of movement. He just stands there trying to find somebody. Jensen's going to launch a long three. Misses everything. Goes right out of bounds. Turnover. Well, Pioneers looking a little uninspired here at the moment. With under 4 to go in the first half. Coach Stumbo maybe saw that and said, let's get a full court press going on here. Van Wy gets the inbound, guarded by Heller. Over to Warner. Starts to dribble up, back to Van Wy. Now to the front court, Van Beek gets it. He'll drive in, take it all the way to the rack. Around Doms, and it's up and in. Good basket. Right down the floor the other way. Missed shot by Hoffman. Doms on the inside glass. Can't get it to roll. And the West Lyon takes it away. They push the pace. Van Wy up the near side in the front court. Now he'll leave it back for Van Beek. He'll drive in. Back to Van Wy in the corner. Pump fake, drive in. Falcons got it, shuffled his feet. Traveling call on West Lyon. A huge run by West Lyon. 33-15. They lead it. Hoffman into the front court. Over to Heller. Heller starts right, goes left, finds Doms in the lane, and the pass wasn't clean, and it's knocked away, and then West Lyon comes away with it. And they turn it over as they get into the front court. Arms to Hoffman, pump fakes, wide open lane. Instead he gives it up to Doms on the near side, he can't handle the rock. He had an easy look, had he fielded that one cleanly, just lost it out of bounds. You know what I'm starting to fear, Mitch, is it's Achilles for Lorenzen, the way he was moving around.
Well, it's I would hate to say that, but it is a little hard to disagree. 5 minutes in counting into this second quarter, and Okoboji is still yet to get on the scoreboard.
Here's a three-point shot blocked by Jensen, but he gets it right back. He'll drive in and draw the foul on his way in. It's a non-shooting foul, but they should put West Lyon in the double bonus. That foul called on Heller. That'll put Falcons at the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and you can look at some of those other starters, and they just look like they're starting to get a little tired out there. They've been in pretty much this entire contest for the most part, and now they're just back up and down the court, and yeah, they just can't catch a break right now.
Free throw was no good. Next one is for Caleb Falcons, the junior. 34-15. Heller runs into the front court, and then it's bumped and knocked to the ground by Jordan Van Wy. It's at least Jordan's second once again, we are having a throwback night back to the old Arnold's Park days, and I think our scoreboard has followed suit with us. It's gotten down to just the basics, so I'm not 100% sure on how many fouls for certain guys, and my points may be up a little bit. This Jensen's first free throw is good. Pioneers in the single bonus. Or check that, Heller's first free throw is good. So is the second one. He's got 4 in the game. 34-17, full court pressure being applied. Once again, Van Wy with it. Van Beek down the floor. Myberg, his shot's blocked by Doms. And then the ball going out of bounds off of Doms is thrown back in by Heller and off one of the West Lyon players. That's going to be Okoboji basketball. Nice play by Heller. Hoffman will bring down the floor for the Pioneers. 2:15 to go in the half. Into the front court. Here's Harms. Start to drive in to Jensen in the corner. Jensen brings it up top to Hoffman. Fakes right, goes left. Nothing there. They'll throw it over to Harms. Harms to Jensen. Doms will set a screen. Jensen fakes it out, doesn't use it, takes it right to the rack and lays it in.
Set up with a beautiful crossover. Jensen takes it straight to the hoop. Now Okoboji trying to apply pressure defensively.
Backcourt pressure is broken into the front court. Jackson Meyer gets it to the spin move in the blocks and goes right around Doms and lays it in. 36-19, a minute 30 to go in the half. Hoffman gets in the front court. Well, I can hear a slap all the way up here, nothing called. Doms takes it in, baseline, and he goes up over Jackson. Says, I can do it too. Aiden Doms with his first basket. Press is broken again. Jackson Meyer has it in the front court. He'll slow it up and give it to Van Beek. Van Beek looks over the coach and gets the call for the play. 1 minute to go, first half. Van Wy. Falcons to Myberg. Entry pass denied by Doms. He's going to run the floor. And he has it poked away by Myberg. And back the other way. Van Beek gives it up. And they're going to call a bump on, I think that'll be Heller, bumping Falcons. It is on Heller. He has at least 3 fouls. That'll put Falcons at the line to shoot a pair. He's 1 for 2. Takes a dribble and shoots it. It's good. Caleb Pashong coming into the game for Okoboji for the final 45 seconds of the first half. Second free throw up, and that is good. Pioneers will cross midcourt with 42 seconds remaining in the half. Jensen with it. Dom screens and rolls, nothing there. Jensen will pick it up and look to hand it off to Hoffman. Finally does so. Hoffman starts in. Lost his dribble. Back the other way. Falcons drives in, lays it up and in on the fast break. 21-40. Pashong in the front court. Passes it back to the cutting Harms, and he passed it. He's trying to get it back to somebody, but threw it away. Back the other way. West Lyon gets down. Far corner. 3 on the way. No. Rebound tipped around and finally pulled down by Harms. They'll race down the floor, give it up to Hoffman, who drives into the lane with under a second to go, is fouled. He'll head to the free throw line. 0.3 seconds to be exact remaining in the half. That'll put Will Hoffman at the free throw line to shoot a pair. Hoffman fires it up. Can't get it to fall. And Will, just 2 points in the half. Try for the back end here. Second free throw is up, and that one is good. Pioneers will press, just don't commit a foul. Don't really have time to get a shot off. They do not get a shot off, and that's how the first half ends. 40 for West Lyon, 22 for Okoboji in the second quarter. Okoboji only mustering up 7 points. So the loss of Lucas Lorenzen here in that first quarter is really start to hurt the Okoboji Pioneers.
Yeah, this was definitely not the half Okoboji had envisioned, and I think we're seeing a major setback here without Lucas Lorenzen out there on the court. And West Lyon, not a whole lot other can be said than they were just clicking on both sides of the ball, forcing turnovers, putting a lot of pressure on Okoboji offensively, forcing them to make mistakes, and just scoring at will. It's going to be very impressive or very interesting to see who really we can come down to this first half to credit for West Lyon, but they just showed a lot of great hustle and great teamwork too. But for Okoboji, a lot of cleaning up to do, and they got a lot of catching up to do with that.
They find themselves behind by 20 at the half. We'll bring us to our halftime show eventually. We'll take a break. Come back with your halftime show. It's brought to you by Okoboji Motor Company Service Department and Collision Center.
News Shopper would like to wish the Okoboji Pioneers and area sports teams the best of success this season. The Lakes News Shopper appreciates all the hard work and dedication that the student athletes and coaches put into their seasons and are very proud of the Pioneers.
For the best window and door solutions for your next project, choose superior quality to enhance the character of your home. Choose Marvin. Visit your local Marvin dealer. Consumer Lumber in Spirit Lake, Spencer, and Lake Park. Locally owned and operated since 1906. Northwest Iowa Bone, Joint, and Sport surgeons have been providing excellent care to the community for the past 40 years. Their team offers specialized care, including sports medicine, as well as in-house physical therapy. Exceptional, dependable, local. Visit NWIABone.com.
Are you paying too much for internet service? It's time to cut the wires, cut the charges. IGL Teleconnect is your local internet provider. No contracts, no hidden fees, no equipment rental, and no confusing packages for just $40 a month. IGL Teleconnect, we put you first.
At Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
What does it mean to be on a team? It means other people are depending on you. That's why the Bank Midwest team supports student athletes, because we know being part of a team teaches you a lot. So good luck to your team from ours. Bank Midwest. Member FDIC.
Okoboji High School is proud to sponsor all Okoboji students in their activities. Okoboji High School wishes good luck to the Okoboji Pioneers as they work hard all season. Be proud to represent the Okoboji Pioneers in education and activities.
Not bad. Halftime. Boys basketball game here in Milford. Okoboji and West Lyon. Scoreboard's been adjusted. They checked the numbers, checked the books. It's 38-22 at the halftime. I had said it was 42-22. It's actually 38-22. We've had some scoreboard issues here, but they seem to figure things out. And speaking of figure things out, Coach Adams, how'd you like my little segue there?
Nice, well done.
Joining in once again at halftime, and a tough night for you guys against a good West Lyon squad.
Yeah, they're really good. Really long, athletic. Brooklyn Meyer's really good in the paint. And we tried some different stuff early that kept her out of the game, but they had some other kids that hit shots that don't always hit shots. But I thought early we guarded well enough in that first bit of the game where I think we were down 10-4, and then a couple turnovers that all of a sudden got away, and pretty soon it's from 22-8 to 30-8, and you're quite a ways away. But we were proud of how the girls battled in the second half. We made a nice little run in the third quarter, did some really good things, and just kept playing hard till the end, which is what this group's about. And we told them after the game, stay together, and it's not easy losing. None of us are used to it. None of us like it, but I love this team to death. I love how hard they play. I love how hard they practice, and how they stick together. We not gonna lie, we had a lot of tears in the locker room, and we have after all the losses, because these girls put a lot into it, and it means a lot to them. And I hate to see my girls cry, but I love to see how much they care.
Well, Mitch and I kind of were thinking that up till now, it seemed like they kept taking good steps forward, and things kind of seemed to keep coming together. And you could, okay, this got a little better. Okay, that got a little better. And tonight just seemed like maybe it was the step back, but you'll have those nights as well.
Yep, and I would say the second quarter, I felt like was a step back. I felt like after that we got back to competing, and we did some better things in the second half. We still turned it over too much, and we've got to do a better job. Look at maybe a different press offense, and like I told the girls, we got to sprint harder to their spots, and we have to put them in better spots as coaches to handle that. Because when teams press you, you want to make them pay for it. And right now, unfortunately, we're the ones paying for it with that. We did a better job Tuesday against a really good Central Line team taking care of the ball, where we only had 17 turnovers, and I don't know what we had tonight. I know it was over that because I think at halftime we had 15. So when you turn it over against a team like West Lyon, they make you pay on the other end. And I felt like our half-court defense was really good. But unfortunately, when you're turning it over, you're giving up layups in transition. That's hard to guard. And, that's something we just have to get better at. I think once we do that, you'll see this team really grow and continue to improve because they put the work in. And, I couldn't be prouder of their effort. Now we just have to execute better.
Injury update for us. Taylor Bosky back, got a little bit of playing time in there to feel how that knee felt on her.
Yep.
She doing okay still?
She is. We didn't want to put her out there too much tonight. She practiced the most part yesterday. Got good news at the doctor that nothing was torn, and so what we feared might be season ending. I think she's going to play through some pain, and because she wants to be out there with her teammates, and it was great to have her back out there. And it'll be one thing, we just have to ease her back into it. We don't want to give her too many minutes and have her re-injure it because we want her out there, all season long. And so we'll kind of continue to do that and maybe play a little bit more tomorrow night and see how it is on Monday and Tuesday. And then the nice part after that is we get a long break. So we don't want to push it too bad, but boy, I was so happy to get the text from her yesterday that said, hey, nothing's torn, and that was awesome news because we haven't had much awesome news on the injury front, so it was good to get some of that.
Other injury, I don't know if you're able to comment on it yet. Emma Larson went out at the end of the game.
Yeah.
She shook up, or was it?
She took a pretty good hit there on the back of the neck and everything, and so mom and sister took her home, and we'll see how she is tomorrow. Unfortunately, wasn't real good there at the in the training room, and yeah, it was too bad. She played incredibly hard, did a lot of good things for us, and it's not a knee or an ankle, so I think it's going to be something that we'll just have to see how she responds.
All right, thoughts and prayers will go out to her.
Yeah, so awesome kid who played incredibly hard tonight, and like I said, did some good things, and just unfortunate that happened there at the end of the game.
Up next, GTRA and Boyden Hull next week. Any thoughts on GTRA or Boyden Hull?
Watched quite a bit of GTRA today just to get ready for it. They're a young team too, and kind of finding their way. I know they've got a couple wins, and it's always a battle when we play them. So we're looking forward to being home again tomorrow night, and hopefully getting some confidence back. I think that's the biggest thing that this group is missing right now. Is we're just not a very confident group, and losing does that to you. But like I said, the thing I love about them is, if you came to our practice during this week or any week, you can't tell what our record is. They constantly work hard. They push each other. And now we just have to, see it come to fruition in game. And I 100% believe when it does, you're going to see us really turn the corner.
Prediction, being that you're Lake's new shopper and football picks and everything, let's go. Iowa State, Oklahoma.
34-28 Cyclones.
Iowa Hawkeyes versus Gonzaga basketball.
Ooh, that's going to be a high-scoring game.
Just who are you taking? You don't need to get the score.
Gonzaga, 91-87.
And you're an Iowa State fan.
I am. So can you tell?
They can't hate you anymore.
Well, no, they already hate me. So I wrote good stuff about the Hawks last week because they dismantled my Cyclones, who are not very good at basketball this year. But we're a football school now, I guess.
I'm Minnesota, so I can't say anything.
I'm a Viking fan, too, so that's painful as well. But at least I got my Cyclones winning.
That's true. You have a college team to cheer for.
Yes.
Mine's been lagging for years. Well, last
year.
They
had a good year last year, yeah.
Finally. They can start to pay a little attention, but I think most Minnesotans still maybe follow the WNBA a little bit more than Minnesota Golden football.
I would agree, yeah. So, Yeah. Hey, I want to thank, too, Kurt Carson, Shane Hoffman, and everybody that donated to our uniforms tonight, the Arnold's Park night. The girls were excited. Going to be a yearly thing that we do, and it'll be neat having a full house for it next year, but really neat to honor that tradition, and thanks to everyone that put all the time into it. And your letter jacket looks pretty snazzy there.
Thanks.
Yeah, I got Mitch in purple, too. Next year I will up my game, and I'll have purple on next year.
They said that they were going to try to get coaches a little something next year.
So that's why I went all black tonight. It was my Matt Campbell look, I guess. The Cyclones are in all black tomorrow. So.
All right, Coach, second half ball start here with the guys.
Thanks
for joining us.
You bet.
Coach John Adams joining us at halftime once again. Halftime score 38-22. Second half is underway. Okoboji still without Lucas Lorenzen on the floor. Right to left, West Lyon with the basketball. Will launch a three, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Javen Jackson tried to save it, couldn't. It's Okoboji's ball. Quickly run down some numbers here. Scoring in that first half, 4 for Zach Van Beek, 6 for Riley Hoogeveen, 6 for Jackson Meyer, 10 for Aaron Myberg, 2 for Jordan Van Wy, 8 for Caleb Folkens, and 2 for Jackson Meyer. That's the scoring for West Lyon. For Okoboji, Will Hoffman with 3, 8 for Lucas Lorenzen, 5 for Will Jensen, 4 for Jaden Heller, and 2 for Aiden Doms. Pioneers working around, the 3 from straight away. Off the hands of Will Hoffman, and he drains it.
Well, that's already a major step up right there, just to come out and take a big three-point shot right there after Okoboji. Looked like really they just lacked a lot of intensity in that first half.
Right back the other way. Javen Meyer gets it down the low blocks as a spin move, throws it up and in. And it's 40-25 in favor of West Lyon. Heller's going to drive down the lane, then try to shovel it across the lane over to Vaughn. It's poked out of bounds. Knocked out of there by Hoogeveen. Under 7 to go, third quarter. No Lucas Lorenzen sighting for Okoboji. Inbound pass comes into Doms, puts it on the ground, bumps the defensive player. Does not knock him over, just knocked him back, and a charge is called on Doms. That's at least his third personal.
With Lorenzen still out of this game, you really want to hope at this point that it's nothing too serious. With leg injuries, it could mean just about anything, and that's just really scary to say. But at the same time, if West Lyon continues to get much more separation, a return may not even be worth it at that point if you can't mount a comeback.
Jackson Meyer gets it in the low block, turn around, can't get it to go. Rebound is loose on the ground, and Jensen will scoop it up. Jensen will run the floor, gets it across midcourt, does a bounce pass to his left, and it's poked out of bounds. It was intended for Heller, but knocked away. Scoreboard with just the score on it and the time.
The essentials.
It's throwback night. That's all you need.
Of course.
Ball comes in on the inbound pass, and Heller is bumped as he took it baseline. He'll miss the shot, but he'll shoot a pair of free throws. Jaden had a pair in the first half and made them both. Total of 4 points in that first half. 3 dribbles and the shot is up. Hits the back rim and comes out. No good.
Well, with Lorenzen so far, Okoboji has done a great job still spreading around the ball. Jensen and Hoffman, both the Wills, doing a good job getting in double digits as Heller misses them both. But without him, no one's going to really step up and lead the Pioneers, at least at the start of the second half, and West Lyon just continues to keep rolling.
Hoogeveen gets it right into the paint and puts one up in traffic and gets it to go. Back the other way, Hoffman in the front court, near side wing. Up top to Heller. He'll start in. Drives left, kicks a corner. Doms catches it. He'll bring it in. He'll throw it up as he gets into the paint. Can't hit it, but Jensen, he was there to clean it up. Got a clean look, but couldn't get the shot to fall. Quickly back the other way. Right side of the floor, back to the left side. Javen Myers tries to go reverse layup, can't hit. Pioneers come away with it. Into the front court, Hoffman. Near side, Heller starts right, now gets stopped. He'll kick it back up top to Hoffman. Hoffman dribbles to his right, cuts back to his left, gets a little crease in the lane, tried to spin it off the glass and couldn't get the ball to go. Hoogeveen gets it, goes the other way with it, tries to feed it across the lane to Javen Meyer, and it's stolen away. Dom had it handed off to Heller in the front court. Hoffman, 3, corner, yeah!
Great shot.
Will Hoffman, a second 3 of the half. And this lead's been trimmed, 42-28 the score. 6-4 the score in this third quarter in favor of Okoboji. Up top it was Van Beek, and he had it poked away from him and out of bounds. Nice job by Heller defensively poking that one away. Myberg checking back in. Aaron Myberg at 6'6", but he's got range. He hit 3 3-pointers in that first half. Ball comes in. Van Beek with it, guarded by Hoffman to Myberg, guarded by Heller. Giving up a lot of height there. Working it around. Now foul call as they entered into the paint. And that's on Vaughn. That's not good for Okoboji. It is. Justin Vaughn just picked up at least his fourth foul.
And he will check out. Vaughn at that forward position for Okoboji. You know, he's down in a lot of plays tight underneath, so he's definitely racked up multiple fouls every game so far this year, and he's gotten in foul trouble.
3, Van Beek, good. From the wing. 45-28, 4.5 to go. Into the lane, Hoffman, jumper, no. Rebound, tipped around and taken by Warner. He kicks out. Van Beek runs the floor, gets it all the way down, has a poke from behind away. It'll stay with West Lyon. Under the hoop, they'll inbound it. Van Beek to inbound it. Gets it in, corner, 3, on the way, yes. And Van Wy drops it like it's hot. And now it's a 20-point lead just like that. 48-28, timeout taken by Coach Stumbo and Okoboji. It's just a 30-second timeout. We'll take 30 seconds with them. Back in 30 seconds right here on Y100.
Heard it all. I could have swore the light was green, the deer came out of nowhere, my son thought the narrow pedal was the brake. But the reason you need auto body repair doesn't matter to us. What matters is we make your car like new, and the process is easy for you. This is Casey, Collision Center Manager at Okoboji Motor Company. We bring over 45 years of experience in our department, offer free loaner vehicles, free estimates, work with all insurance companies, and handle all the paperwork. When life happens and you need collision repair, know that you can count on us, the Collision Center at Okoboji Motor Company.
48-28, the lead is expanded for West Lyon. If you're just joining us, Lucas Lorenzen leaving in the first quarter with a lower extremity injury. Unsure of the exact injury, but since then, West Lyon has just been running the show here this evening. Girls won earlier. Boys out in front by 20. It's Okoboji basketball, left to right on your radio dial. They'll bring it up the floor. Will Hoffman with it. He's got 9 points in the game. Pushes it to Harms, who runs into the lane, throws a one-hander up, can't get it to go. Jackson Meyer with a rebound. He'll hand it off to Van Beek. Into the front court, near side, Myberg traveled with it. He got Jensen with a pump fake and then got excited and traveled. Aaron Myberg, a senior. 10 points in the first half, nothing in the second half. 4 different scorers have scored. Nobody scored multiple baskets in the second half for a West Lyon.
Well, they're just doing a good job spreading the basketball.
Heller drove in and kicked it back out to Harms. He'll back it out. Hoffman's going to pull, quick trigger on a 3, can't get it to go. Jackson Meyer with the rebound, outlets to Van Beek. Van Beek to the opposite side to Van Wy. Van Wy takes it baseline, kicks it up Myberg. Myberg back to Van Wy, corner. Pump fake, drives in, kicks it up top. Quick rotation to the corner on the near side. 3 on the way, no good, but on the backside, waiting for the air ball was Van Wy, and he lays it up and in. Warner missed the long shot. Van Wy read it perfect. First player to get multiple points in the second half for West Lyon. In the front court, Austin Harms to the free throw line to Heller. Drives it baseline and drove into nothing and had nothing and then threw it away. Tried to get it to Jensen through 2 West Lyon players. Back the other way, Van Wy in the front court, near side. Working to the corner, Myberg standing 3, good. Boy, that kid can shoot for 6'6", can't he, Mitch? Outside shot is good again. It's 4th 3. It doesn't even look like he jumps on those.
Nah, he makes it look easy.
Entry pass is denied, but a foul is called. That foul is on Jackson Meyer. Couple substitutions coming in for West Lyon. Okoboji will have the basketball underneath the basket they're trying to score in here. Hoffman slaps the ball. Running in as Harms gets it, hands it back to Hoffman. 3 from the corner, nothing. And Van Wy had to go off his foot, out of bounds. It'll stay with Okoboji.
They just look off this game right now. That you take out Lucas Lorenzen, you still got most of your players. You don't want to define a team just by one player, but Okoboji, since again, just 6 points in this third quarter and just give it right back. And West Lyon doing all the right moves. They're just running away with this one.
Aiden Doms threw that one away, and Van Wy took it the other way. Right down the floor, though. Heller got a good look, couldn't get it to go. Myberg gets the rebound.
At the same time, too, some of these good shots just aren't falling for the Pioneers.
Hugavine runs right down the floor, misses the shot, and there's a pile up in the middle of the lane. 2 Pioneers are still down. Doms blocks a shot off the rebound, and then the official takes a timeout because everybody was falling and jumping on Jensen, who's in pain underneath the hoop, holding his right ankle. Boy, this is not a good night for the Pioneers.
You take Lorenzen and now Jensen out of this contest. You can see him holding that hamstring. It's
either a hammy or the ankle.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not good, and we'll take a quick 30-second break here, or maybe longer. We'll see what happens on how he's doing. Score is 55-28. More basketball coming up on Y100.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with.
Nice job back in the studio. I called for it back and right at the end of the commercial.
Well, it's Brian. He's one of the best in the
right?
business.
That was impressive. I don't think I gave him too short a notice. 55-28. Jensen got helped off. He didn't put any pressure on that right foot. Not good for Okoboji. They have the basketball. Backing in is Heller. He's going to take it right into the blocks. Turnaround shot. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Hugavine. Pushing the pace down the floor. Javen Meyer in the low block. He missed the shot. But Fulkins with the rebound. They work it out. Then back to Fulkins. He gave it up, got it back, and drained the 3. Caleb Fulkins with his second 3 of the game. He's got 11.
And we're coming out of that timeout. Will Jensen helped off the court, and not just Lucas Lorenzen, but now Will Jensen, who coming into this game, Tim, I think it's fair to say, at least statistically speaking, and even on a leadership, just forming plays, those have been the 2 biggest impact players for Okoboji so far this year. You take them out of this contest, and it's just really tough to just pick up the pieces from here.
They already have a pretty short bench, and now the other guy's got to next man up. Someone's got to start doing something. They trail by 30. Thrown back up top, and nobody there. It's going to go all the way into the backcourt, and it's going to be an over the back. Hoffman looking at Aiden Doms, and a lot of times it's different guys playing with different guys that they don't play with every day, and mistakes like that happen.
Yep. You got to be ready for any situation like this that could come up, but it's obviously easier said than done when you build that chemistry with who's out there on the court.
Block shot by Doms again. Javen Meyer went in from the left side, and Aiden got another block. He's done a nice job with his blocks tonight. Caleb Pashong will check it in. Sometimes you start to think maybe we should throw it back. Next time we throw it back, just do a 3-on-3 game. Lob pass off the inbound, missed by Myers, Javen Myers. Down the floor, Hoffman's going to go all the way in, throw one up off the glass, and that's it. Hit glass and nothing else. Back the other way, quickly down the floor. Javen Meyer runs over Zach Fife, and a charge called. Nice job by Fife, slipping into position, taking the charge. Javen Meyer picks up at least his 3rd foul. Big lead, 3rd quarter, minute 8 to go. West Lyon leading. Inbound to Hoffman. Cross midcourt. Far corner. Harms drives in, has a lane, can't get the shot to fall, and he is bumped. He'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Let's see, 23. Just want to make sure that Noah Rinkenberger into the game, a 6-foot senior for West Lyon. 1988 when Arnold's Park High School decided to shut her down. Free throws missed. Students had their option back then if they wanted to go to Milford or graduate from Arnold's Park. Second free throw is good. Schools merged. Van Beek passed it off. Shot is missed. Back the other way, Milford. Okoboji, Caleb Pashang, corner. Nope. Dobbs catches the rebound, turn around, nope. And a rebound pulled in by Hugavine. He'll run it down the floor and slow it up momentarily. Hits the trailing Falcons, and he lays it up and in. Under 20 to go, third quarter. Huge lead, West Lyon. Bashong from the wing, takes it baseline, gets into trouble and throws it away. Luckily, it comes back to Hoffman. At the top of the key, Hoffman goes left with it. He'll take it into the paint, kick it, corner, Bashong, 3, up, but contested, can't hit. A rebound being fought for, and time runs out in this third quarter. He'll send us to the fourth. 60-29, West Lyon all over the beat-up Okoboji Pioneers here on Throwback Night in Milford. We'll be back with fourth quarter action here on Y100.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames and the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Hi, this is Kayleen, the service manager at Okoboji Motor Company. 2020 has been a year of change and uncertainty. Our hours are the same, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have the same experienced staff you've learned to trust to care for your vehicle needs. We will continue to support our communities and our schools because we care about you, our customers. Our service department is constantly running specials. Check them out at okobojigmtoyota.com. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay loyal, as we will for you. Thank you. Okoboji Motor Company, Service Department.
60-29, Okoboji trailing. They have the basketball going left to right. Harms will take the ball into the front court. Goes to the corner to Dom. Spin move, nothing going. Tries to feed it into Vaughn. Tipped away, stolen, back the other way. Van Beek into the front court to Van Wy, circling around near side. It's Warner. Back to nobody. He meant to pass that one back to Van Beek. Van Beek took off toward the hoop and thrown right out of bounds. Pioneers now without Jensen and Lorenzen due to injury. Hoffman to Pashong from the wing. One orange shoelace, one green shoelace. Spins, nothing. Back up top, Heller. Thought about a three? No. Thought about it again? No. Drives the lane? Yes. Got a little floater as he got close to the hoop. Good take by Jaden Heller. Back the other way. Cutting Van Wy down the lane. Couple pump fakes. And then got one to float in. Right in the face of a well-contested Harms. Dom's in the far corner. Okoboji in the front court. Trying to find somebody. Then enters it into Vaughn. It's knocked away. 62-31, 6:54 to go. Harms to inbound it, gets it into Doms. Low block, turn around, rolls off the rim. Rebound of Van Wy, outlet to Van Beek. Down the floor, front court, near side, touch pass. Rinkenberger back out. Van Beek to Van Wy, far wing. fed in, and running down the lane is Rinkenberger, and Jackson Meyer bounced it beautifully to him as he came right down the middle of the lane, and Noah Rinkenberger has his first basket of the evening. Doms with it in the front court, kicks it far side wing, Pashong to the free throw line elbow, and then gives it off to Harms near side. Heller drives to the top of the lane, and then he is fouled by Van Beek. Van Beek's first. It should be known that Will Jensen has come back out to the bench. He is on the bench for Okoboji right now. It's encouraging. Pashong with it. With this lead, I would suspect even if he was okay, they're just going to keep him there to be safe. Harms at the floater in the lane, can't get it to go. Vaughn at the rebound, pump fake, goes up strong, gets the hoop with Harm, and Vaughn will head to the free throw line. Justin Vaughn with his first basket of the evening.
Well, a nice play put back there by Vaughn, but it's also nice to see Jensen back out here. Return, probably questionable right now, but at least he's made his return. Still no sign of Lorenzen. But this game has really just gotten away from Okoboji at this point. 64-34, but Vaughn will at least get a three-point play.
Vaughn doing a nice job from the free throw line this year. Smooth. Got a smooth shot. West Lyon does an entry pass to Jackson, who does a turnaround fadeaway in the lane. He likes that shot, and this time he makes it. It's his first basket of the second half. Quickly down the floor. Harms into the lane. Now he bounces down low to Vaughn. Can't get the shot to go. Vaughn gets his own rebound, puts it on the ground, then kicks it out. Harms drives in, and he got twisted up and trying to see where the call was made. But it's a turnover, it appears. I didn't see what the call was.
Well, the call came from half court.
I never know where I looked out there.
I couldn't quite make out it.
It's West Lyon's basketball.
I caught the tail end of whatever motion that was. But another turnover on Okoboji.
I think it was a locomotion because everybody's doing
groovy
the locomotion. Warner with it, passed into the lane. Rinkenberger now pass it out to Van Wy. Starts in, guarded by Harms. Kicked it out near side, work at Rinkenberger. Entry pass knocked away by Vaughn. Good defense by Justin Vaughn. Here comes 4 new players in for West Lyon. Marcus Van Beek entering as he's one of them. Myberg out there. Volkins. Inbound pass comes in, a quick turnaround, and the low blocks is no good. And then following up his own shot, getting the rebound basket is Darren Meyer. Just entered the game, 6'4" sophomore. Heller into the front court, left far side. Against Myberg, gives it off to Doms, moves it over to the near side to Harms. He'll drive the lane. He'll float one up, and he's fouled. Foul called on Caleb Volkins. And that'll put Austin Harms at the free throw line. His shot is up, rolls around, and no good. He'll get ready for his next free throw. That is up, and that is good. Well, I know we don't have coverage for tomorrow's game against GTRA, but I am pretty sure we are covering the Boyden Hull game.
Yep.
Here's a long three. Myberg finally missed one. Vaughn gets the rebound. Harms with it in the front court, gives it off to Heller. He'll go straight away. 3, pull up, hit it. Heller makes his first 3 of the game. 9 for him so far, total points. Back the other way, Falcon, though he walked with it, no call. Laid up a shot, missed it, gets the rebound, gives it out to Myberg from about 15, misses that. Heller with the rebound, pushes the pace, up the floor to Hoffman, takes it into the lane, runs past a defensive player who tried to take a charge and missed the layup. Myberg with the rebound, right down the floor. And they say, hey, somebody stepped out of bounds on that far side. Let's see, that would be Marcus Van Beek. Got it and stepped out. He was towing the line. Couldn't keep his feet in. Simpson comes into the game for Okoboji, Simpson, Pashong, Harms, Fife, and Doms are the ones on the floor with 3:45 to go. West Lyon up 30.
Well, you did have correct information. We will be covering the Okoboji at Boynton Hole game. Hopefully to see a healthy Pioneers team by then on Y100 Tuesday night. Girls game at around 6. Should be on Q102. Also video streaming at exploreokoboji.com. And Q102 is also the site of tomorrow's game between Iowa and Gonzaga. Tip-off at 11. Pregame at 10 on Q102.
A lot of Iowa fans. I have a couple of Gonzaga fans here in Iowa as well. We actually tried to get
well, how does that
tickets.
happen?
They lived in Washington. They're from there.
Very good.
So,
very good.
You know, they're misplaced like me. Back pass for Okoboji, went into the backcourt, turnover. Goes back to West Lyon. Transplants, that's the word I was looking for, not misplaced. West Lyon has it. They do an entry pass, and Doms gets his hands on it, knocks it away. Pashong with it. He'll bring the ball down the floor. Brings it in the right side. He's got a man open in the corner. It's Harms. He pump fakes. He'll take it into the lane. Run a floater. Crossing the lane. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Fulkins. Down the floor. Pass over. Easy layup. Low blocks by Marcus Van Beek, who gets in the scoring column. That's at least the 10th player to score for West Lyon in the second half. Pashong, 3. Far side. No. Rebound. Being fought for. Simpson rips it away, and then he tries to go up with it. His shot is blocked, but a foul is called. Noah Rinkenberger committing the foul. But Simpson at the line. 2:42 remaining in the ballgame, 70-38.
Yeah,
West Lyon.
Definitely got some hand and wrist on that swat, but surprising. This is the first time we're going to see Simpson in the game. Misses his first. Just 2:42 to go, and now West Lyon pretty much in the driver's seat of this one.
Austin's second free throw, no. Hit the rim and came out. West Lyon brings it down the floor, works into the lane, and then they work it back out. Vulcan's pump fakes from straight away and drives and dishes, and driving in from the far side and missing is number 1. I don't have a name for him yet. Doms gets it in the front court, takes it all the way to the hoop, gets the roll. Nice take by Aiden Doms. His second basket of the game. Let's see, that's Devin Van Wy. Thanks, Mitch. Entry pass, West Lyon, low block, up and in from Darren Meyer. 72-40. And this pass thrown away.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Wasn't looking for it.
At this point, it's almost, you want to say West Lyon, just take a knee and let this clock run out. I get the body language sense from everybody on the floor, kind of feeling that same way. Yeah. Minute 40 to go.
And for Okoboji, you can tell they're still playing tight, but West Lyon just pulling up for a three-pointer, and
Caleb Falcons.
And they're just continuing to pile it on here.
35-point lead. Here's Harms driving right side, and his shot is blocked by Falcons, and he's not happy about it. Thought he had a clean block. He's called for the foul. Caleb picks up at least his third personal. And that'll put Austin Harms at the free throw line. The only place he's been able to get points tonight. Misses his first one. This might be the worst loss of the season that Okoboji will experience, pending injuries. Injuries certainly leading to this mismatch. In the front court, Falcons drives in the paint, gets the foul, and misses the shot. So Falcons will head to the free throw line, trying to show a little something in this ball game late.
Well, at least if you're going to get banged up, then there is a silver lining, if you want to look at it like that, to at least have this right before the break in between the first and second semesters, and when this team comes back in January, would like to think we would have at least be back to full strength, and
definitely prepare better for a situation like this where we need really all hands on deck.
Fife from the corner wing, no. And he goes flying, no foul called. Rebound.
Nice play.
Work down the court, long pass. Fife picked it off. He'll bring it all the way up and in. Get the layup in the lane. Nice take for Fife. His first basket of the night. Back the other way. Shot goes up, and they call a carry on the rebound by West Lyon. 77-43, letting the clock just run out now. Harms to Fife. Fife's going to pump fake, take it into the lane. He gets tripped up. Ball goes right to Doms, and Doms gets an easy basket. Finally, Falcons is going to slow things down. Coach Dan DeYoung said, slow it down. Time's almost up, and we're killing them. He passes it. Ball's picked off by Fife. He tried to get kind of fancy with it, heading into toward the hoop. Lost the handle on it, out of bounds. Turnover. He had Harms with him, and that'll run the clock out, run the game out. Time will expire, 77-45. The final score here. West Lyon rolling, but credited to injuries. I just see Will Jensen walking off the floor, off the court.
Yeah.
But he was putting pressure on that right foot. Good sign to see for him and for Okoboji fans to be able to know. Hopefully he heals up quickly. We suspect he was just held out of this one because of the outcome of the game.
Yeah, you don't want to worsen it, especially. This is just a case West Lyon at full strength, and they're looking very good. This is a very good West Lyon team. You got to tip your cap to them for just playing their game of basketball, and I just don't think this was the matchup that we were. This is definitely the outcome that we were just not expecting for tonight. But West Lyon picking up a very good win here over against an Okoboji team, and this just might be that game you're just going to have to burn the film to. This wasn't the Okoboji Pioneers that we've seen by far, and this is not the team that I believe is going to continue to play. So you just got to take what you can learn, and you got to flush these mental bricks, and you just got to move on because it's a very quick turnaround tomorrow against GTRA, and again Tuesday against Boyden Hull.
I got to credit it all to the injuries this evening. Injury just seemed to deplete things and deflate everything, and we'll see how they bounce back. See if
Absolutely.
the injuries they heal up, and see how we go. If anything, let's just hope the players get well, and we'll worry about basketball afterwards because they got a lot of life to live and want them to be healthy for it. So
absolutely.
Well, let's get to our post-game show. It's brought to you by the Eye Care Center of Spirit Lake. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Doctors Norland and Cornwall and the entire staff of the Eye Care Center would like to remind athletes to do your best and have a great season. When you have eye care needs, visit the Eye Care Center just north of the hospital in Spirit Lake. The Eye Care Center is proud to offer you professional service and personal care for all your eye care needs. The Eye Care Center has a large selection of quality eyeglass frames in the most up-to-date styles. Call today to make an appointment with the professionals at the Eye Care Center in Spirit Lake.
Hi, this is Kayleen, the service manager at Okoboji Motor Company. 2020 has been a year of change and uncertainty. Our hours are the same, Monday to Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. We have the same experienced staff you've learned to trust to care for your vehicle needs. We will continue to support our communities and our schools because we care about you, our customers. Our service department is constantly running specials. Check them out at okobojigmtoyota.com. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay loyal, as we will for you. Thank you. Okoboji Motor Company, Service Department.
Hot Bar and Grill in Arnold Park is open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week, and breakfast is served Saturdays and Sundays starting at 8 a.m. So if you're looking for fantastic food served up hot, fresh, and delicious, and service that gets you in and on your way, head to the Hut in Arnold Park.
Northwest Bank is top notch. You may be a one-time customer, you may be a lifetime customer, but they're always going to look out for you and take care of you.
Northwest Bank has the ability to help you do what you need to have done with your mortgage.
To me, probably the number one thing is their ability to get the job done.
Easy to work with, explain things very well. People that you trust and people that you see every day. That type of skill and knowledge sitting behind that desk when you're coming to sign those papers is very important.
I've always trusted Northwest Bank, and I definitely trust them with the biggest purchase we've ever made.
Head down the highway to MHR Insurance and get the power of one from West Bend. Simplify with one policy, one affordable premium, one common loss deductible, and money back at the end of the year when you're claim free. What? Money back? See MHR Insurance in Milford or call 338-2654.
This is Jeremiah at Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing. We understand that hard work, dedication, and grit are the values of a successful team, and we stand behind all local students and athletes during this time of adversity. Come discover what we can do for your home or business. Heartland Paint, Glass, and Locksmithing, Highway 71, Spirit Lake.
This is Scott Troutman with State Farm in Spirit Lake. All across the country, drivers are reaping the rewards of safer driving with the updated Drive Safe and Save app, where you can earn a discount of up to 30%. Call Scott Troutman State Farm at 336-2499.
Odd things can happen on throwback night, and tonight injuries on the girls squad for Okoboji and the boys squad, and even in the stands, and none for the opposing team. And just weird things go certain ways on certain nights, and this is just one of those nights. Okoboji boys fall big to West Lyon, 77-45. Some final stats and numbers here. A lot of players scoring, getting into the scoring column from West Lyon. They had a big lead, so they're able to bring a lot of the bench into the game. 7 points for Zach Van Beek, 8 for Riley Hugavine, 8 for Jackson Meyer, 13 for Aaron Myberg, 11 for Jordan Van Wy, 18 for Caleb Falkins, 2 for Marcus Van Beek, 4 for Javon Meyer, 4 for Daron Meyer, and 2 for Noah Rinkenberger. A little surprising. One starter didn't get any points for West Lyon, and that was Cade Warner. Goes scoreless tonight. A little bit of a surprise for Okoboji this evening. Will Hoffman ends up with 9, 8 for Lucas Lorenzen, all coming back in that first quarter before he left with injury. 5 for Will Jensen, who also left with injury, but appears to be still walking and getting around a little bit. We haven't seen Lucas since that first quarter. Jaden Heller ends up with 9, 3 for Justin Vaughn. You got 3 for Austin Harms, 6 for Aiden Doms, and 2 for Zach Fife. Final score 77-45. West Lyon all over Okoboji tonight. Mitch, we've had a lot of final thoughts in the last few. Looking forward to get GTRA tomorrow. Both teams got to come back, get right back at it tomorrow.
Yeah, and it's so tough in the game of basketball, when you have a long night of basketball like this, and you just got to quickly flush it, but also at the same time take what you learn and apply it into the next game. But for the Okoboji girls, you're going to want this one tomorrow, especially you're just going to want to get in a groove and start to finally put some pieces together. So it's going to be very interesting to see how the Pioneers come out following a loss to a good West Lyon girls team. But for the boys, this is obviously one that I like how you put it. Just blame it on the injuries, because it really just threw them off their game tonight. When you had Lorenzen out there right before he left, it was 15-11. But since then, Okoboji just continued to get banged up a little bit. Will Jensen also got knocked out of the game, but he at least came back out on the court. But it's just going to be very, very interesting to see who that starting 5 is going to be tomorrow. You hope for the best for both those players, but their health and safety comes first, so you don't want to rush them too back out on the court. But it's just going to be interesting to see, especially these final 2 games. Just a non-conference one against GTRA, but that's a big one Tuesday against undefeated Boynton Hull. But we obviously hope for the best for Lucas Lorenzen, Will Jensen too. But again, beyond that, you just got to burn the film and you just got to move on. Yeah, try to find a way to work and find success with what you got.
One victory here tonight. JV boys got a victory, 33-31. West Lyon had a shot at the end. Ball rolled off. They couldn't get it. They could have sent it to overtime. You mentioned it was 15-11 at one point. The scoring difference after that, 66 in favor of West Lyon, just 30 for Okoboji. So definitely some difference there. Girls for Okoboji tonight lose 59-29. Boys lose 77-45. Let's tear these score books up, scorecards, and get new ones and start fresh next game. Hopefully these players come back and everything ends up good. This is going to do it for me before my holiday Christmas break. Mitch?
Yep, me too.
Oh.
The Tuesday night, heading out seeing family for Christmas.
I'll be heading out Christmas Eve myself, so safe travels and happy holidays to you and yours.
Well, you too, sir. Obviously, always a lot of fun calling basketball for you, and looking forward to the second half of the season.
Right on, Uncle Mitch. Thanks, Mom, for listening tonight, and thank everybody for tuning in, listening and watching through our live stream or on Y100. That'll do it. Thanks, Brian, back in the studio. Have a good night.